Hello! Welcome back to the bar. I am your lovely host, Fo. And once again, I am joined by my fellow assistant bartender. Say hi, everybody.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah, we have Archon and Riles back again today. Oh, I'm sharing chat now. There we go.
there it is.
Yeah. So we have Archon and Riles back today. Unfortunately, Val couldn't make it today. So I'm trying to figure out a better consistent schedule so that everybody can be around. But either way, it doesn't really matter because, I can shift things around and it's fine. We're good.
Are you
Alright.
sure?
I am sure everything's fine. Anyway.
Anyways.
Yes. So I think we should recap you guys what happened last time because there was actually a lot. So what happened last time? So I'm sure you guys already know that Wendy, who was one of Alina's friends, who was a witness and a potential suspect for her poisoning, Wendy is looking super suspicious now because you can't find out any information about her. So, yeah, she claims to be rich. Olivia pointed out that her jewels are fake. The diamonds and the fancy necklaces that Wendy has been wearing, they're rhinestones. They're not real diamonds. So that's another point against her. We had another conversation with Peter where we found out just how dangerous Carla is. And he went into a whole speech about how the other previous crime lord in Bukovi, King, she usurped him under the guise of just a business meeting where they were dividing control of the city. Turns out, she had turned some of his guys and killed the others. What was the body count? Like 47 guys in the span of 10 minutes during that meeting? Yeah.
Around there, yeah.
Yeah, she had like 47 guys, all of King's men killed. And the ones that she didn't kill, she managed to turn over to her side.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. That is the person Peter works for. Carla is dangerous. She's not someone you fuck with. But
So you better pay up, though.
Yeah. God, you guys missed DG's really epic line read of that. It was so good. And then
I wasn't there because I was asleep.
yeah, and then that was followed up by one of Peter's work stories, which is some serious mood whiplash. So, following that really epic and intense and very scary speech about Carla, Peter goes on to talk about something that happened between him and some of his gang buddies, where they all got piss-ass drunk, took a truck out to, like, the countryside, and they have a look in the back while they're just, shooting the shit. There's a big fluffy bear costume in the back, and one of Peter's buddies puts on the bear costume, starts making bear noises. Turns out they have bear problems out in the countryside, and some farmer comes running out of the trees and shoots Peter's friend dead while he's wearing the bear costume. And it's framed as, like, kinda hilarious. And Peter warns you, make sure you got the stomach for this kind of thing before I go telling him, like, the whole thing about Carla was way worse than the bear costume story.
This is why you should not wear your fursuits in public.
Fucking crazy.
I thought that was going like the FNAF route, but honestly, that went so different than what I imagined.
Exactly. Yeah, it was some serious mood whiplash, but yeah,
Also,
that's
your
where.
screen.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, right.
you're not sharing your screen.
I forgot. Thank you for reminding. But yeah,
what do you
that's
mean
where
by
we're at.
Dano?
that's what
Oh,
where
my
we're
bad, I
at
thought
right
muted.
now.
Keep forgetting
That's
to mute.
That's where we're at right now in terms of yeah. Anyway, shall we continue?
Perhaps.
So let's see.
Mayhaps,
who we
maybe.
have in here today.
Well, we didn't finish today, I think.
Yeah. Also, DG, your mic is like really loud for some reason today.
Huh?
Your mic is really loud today, DG. Maybe it's just me. Hang on.
Is that better?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you're better. Okay, you're normal now.
Hydrate.
Oh yes, by the way, if you are in my chat, you can actually redeem drinks with the exclamation boozy command, or you can use channel point redeems for, normal stuff. Again, I give you the disclaimer of, if you use the boozy command, I am not responsible for any, ill effects that you suffer from imbibing, so, yeah. Alright, so we have some stuff that we can do today. So, I'm trying to think. So we can talk to Lucas, actually, who has, I think... Did we talk to Lucas last time? We talked to Bjorn last time.
We talked to him, but I don't think we finished his actions.
Let's see what he's got today. Hang on.
Passion fruit.
Wait, did I give him that? I did.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh yeah, we got him drunk so we could talk about Bjorn, his relationship with Bjorn.
Are they secretly lovers?
I wouldn't say they're secretly. I don't know.
Are they
I
openly
remember-
lovers?
I remember the first time we met them, they were definitely interested in each other, but weren't really sure how to approach it. I'm actually not sure where the heck they're at right now. Are they openly dating? Or, they
Well-
still thinking about it? I don't know.
Well, they both keep approaching you saying, how do I open this up to the other?
Yeah, it's like, oh, how do I date? How do I do this?
How do I date?
How date?
Please give my
Um,
advice.
Oh yeah, we also found out that Lucas is actually into model trains as well, because he managed to get Hugo to open up about it to him, but Hugo was like very tight-lipped about it around everyone else. And Lucas is very much into coffee. So let's see. We
Yeah,
do
two
have.
coffee. Okay.
Yeah, he's into coffee. So let's ask him about coffee, since he's got some spare actions. So, you're a coffee enthusiast?
We have a better name than coffee enthusiast.
Java junkie.
Java junkie, caffeine addict, mocha maniac.
I think
Which of-
these are just neutral, honestly. So
Java junkie?
What? No, I'm a brewmaster.
Oh, okay. I don't know the lingo, so I'll take your word for it. Any tips?
Many, too many. But if I was to just the top 3,
Sure, why not? I do like my coffee.
grinding first. Only grind right before brewing. Too early with the grind, and your coffee will be stale. Next is tamping. That's when you push the coffee down the basket. You must tamp, but lightly and without pressure. Don't compact the coffee, or the water won't flow through evenly and will channel. And third, don't shock your hot coffee with a cold cup. You can get every step correct and ruin a good coffee pour at the very end of a cold cup.
Thanks for the tips.
Anytime. I'm opening a bag of Jaheen and Brown dark roast bean soup. Next time I brew some, I'll let you try it.
Sure. I am not super into coffee, but all of that sounds like the kind of things that you do with really good espresso.
Yeah,
Agreed.
that's basically it.
Yeah. Is it worth having an espresso machine? I've never tried coffee from a proper espresso machine. It seems really involved.
They're expensive as hell.
Yeah, I think here, even just a countertop one of the little ones is like 200 or 300 bucks.
Yeah,
I
they're
don't
very
like
expensive.
I don't like my coffee that much. I'm one of those people who will kind of cheap out with the instant stuff because it's quick and easy.
I mean, you can still go to a coffee shop,
Yeah, I might try that at some point.
but it has to be a
Just
good
to
coffee
try it.
shop, though.
Yeah, just to try it. Now, I'm one of those snobs when it comes to tea. I have really, really expensive, very good loose leaf tea, particularly Earl Grey. I love it so much, I will never go back to tea bags because the loose leaf tea is really good.
I love Earl Grey. Hell yeah, it's one of my favorites. I also love oolong.
Yeah, I like Earl Grey and Orange Pico. Those are my favorite
Whoa.
teas. Yeah, Orange Pico is nice. Usually I'll drink the tea straight. Sometimes I'll add a tiny bit of sweetener. Most of the time it doesn't need it. The tea is that good. Unless I'm using it for boba, the milk boba. But I don't use the good tea for that. No.
You gotta go for like the cheap or like
Yeah.
somewhat pricey stuff for it.
Yeah. But for just straight up drinking, it's loose leaf tea all the way. I will splurge on good Earl Grey. I still have like a couple of tins of Earl Grey. So, let's see.
We need to show some evidence, I think. That's all we can do.
Can we show him evidence? Oh yeah, you know what? Let's show him the freaking poison.
Is he knowledgeable?
Yeah, let's show him the lynx mane. What do you know about this poison?
What do you know about this flower?
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I'm not sure why you're asking me about this.
Okay, that didn't pan out.
Does that go in a coffee, perhaps?
Yes.
No,
Yes, it does.
I don't think you'd want that in coffee, considering what happened to Alina. What does he know about activated charcoal, actually? Whoop.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about poisons. But it sounds to me like Miss Bai is a clever lady. Look at the time. I have to early start tomorrow. Take care.
Bye-bye, Lucas. Okay, so...
Is it wrong of me to forget all the character voices again?
No. It's not wrong. It happens. Shit happens. Let's see here. So, we have Elena, and we have, or Elena, and then we have Hugo. Hugo, I think we need to talk to you about evidence. We also need to show Elena evidence as well, because we talked to her, we didn't actually show her stuff yet.
We just show them all stuff.
Yeah,
Yes.
drink on the job. Hell yeah.
So let's talk to Elena. Good to see you, my dear. I hope the day has treated you kindly. Always a pleasure, Elena. Bars are a great place for deep thoughts. I always think best with a glass in my hand. So we did all the conversation bits with her. So let's show her some evidence, or some clues and stuff. Oh god, there's so much. But because
Haven't showed her
she's-
anything.
Yeah, because she's Hugo's replacement, for talking to about this kind of thing, we do not lose any actions when talking to her. So let's just show her everything so far, because we only finished the conversation bits. Yes, a truly dreadful way to go. Considering Alina's age and general good health, I can't imagine this being anything but foul play. But what could have brought on these particular symptoms? You'll need to find out more about the cause of death if you want to narrow it down your list of suspects. Ah, I see. So let's just show her everything. Let's show her the letter. The plot thickens. It seems Bukovi police still has its uses. They've done well in unearthing this piece of information for us. I imagine Detective Mertens believes our mystery blackmailer could be the killer. Definitely a solid lead. We'll need to find out what Alina's secret is if we're to narrow down our list of suspects. Her close friends might be able to tell us. Well, we kind of know what Alina's secret is, but let's show her that. I'd have thought a girl like Alina was wise enough to steer clear of such things, and certainly too wise to take them in excess. It's true that medication like this can do serious damage to one's health over time, but I somehow doubt it's that simple. Her friends knowing her secret, though. Now that part is interesting. Let's see, what other insights can we get from her? Charcoal.
Sparkle.
Ms. Bai may have saved lives, but of course, Detective Mertens is quick to point the finger at her for it. Still, let's do our due diligence and at least ask her where she learned about charcoal's medicinal properties. Oh, so we gotta ask Ms. Bai about the charcoal, but I believe the last time we did, she was cagey about it, so we gotta get her drunk first. Let's see. Okay, late entrance. It certainly sounds in character for a young Mr. Durand to show up late, doesn't it? If we're lucky, the time of his arrival might just cross him off our list of suspects. Try to find a way to narrow down our time frame. When exactly could Alina's death have been set in motion? Well, we actually found out with the Lynxbane, as a poison, it takes, I think, about 4 hours for it to take effect. So, just from that alone, we know that Killian could not have done it directly unless somebody else, slipped it in for him.
Real.
Okay.
But he could also have an alibi.
Yeah, it could be
other
his
than
alibi.
the late
'Cause-
entrance.
Yeah, that could be his alibi. Let's see. The homecoming. Alright, so this is about Killian going back to live with his parents because, Alina was supposed to be giving him money to be able to leave. That didn't happen.
Nope.
Alright, so homecoming. Yes, our favorite boy failure. I'm not surprised to hear Dr. Durand runs a tight ship. Her son certainly seems to have a penchant for trouble. Still, I speak from experience when I say young men his age don't take well to parental control. I doubt he moved back home willingly. Try to find out what happened there. It might be relevant. dumped. Alina made the right call, if you ask me. They were hardly in the same league. And being blonde and charming can only excuse so much ineptitude. Perhaps you could find out more about how Killian was affected by the breakup. It wouldn't be the first to turn sour, indeed.
Oh shit, I wasn't muted.
Let's see. Bookworm. There we go. Interesting. Mr. Floor could stand to hold the privacy of his customers in higher regard. But in this case, it has brought us a valuable piece of information. This doesn't look good for Miss Popa. Let's see. He was cut off. Rejection clipped his wings, did it? I can certainly imagine him holding a grudge over that, even if he only has his own complacency to blame. Let's see if this fits the rest of our puzzle. Let's do Wendy. Oh yeah, Wendy is going to be hightailing it in a little while, so we got an extra time crunch here. Taking a relaxing vacation in the middle of an ongoing murder investigation might come across as a bit callous, but I suppose it's her right. The fact that she told you about it is probably a good sign. Not that I imagine Miss Brooker has any intent to slip away.
I think so.
Huh. That's interesting. So, I guess we shouldn't worry about her trying to skip town, but still, that does concern
I'd still
me.
worry.
I would still worry as well, yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, we still got a time crunch here. Funk's past. I suppose I'm impressed. To learn about Feng's past without her consent is no simple task. But you seem determined to dig up her secrets. Don't go putting any wild thoughts in your head, bartender. This means nothing.
Says who?
Yeah, so Elena is actually friends with Feng Bai, which is why Elena is getting involved in this case, because she does not want her friend to go away for murder. But she does still have an air of professionalism about it.
Not gonna remove that from the conspiracy board. Nope.
Nope, not removing it from the conspiracy board.
Blackmail?
Did we show? Yeah, we show. Oh, yeah, I missed the blackmail bit.
You didn't send that one yet.
So the blackmailer resorted to murder. Our culprit must have been someone with a lot on the line, and a serious need for money. Try to gain the trust of the suspects involved and see if the shoe fits for any of them. Really, it does not look good for Killian, but I think Killian has a good alibi with the Lynx Bane.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, Killian's too dumb, I think, for that.
He's too dumb to know about poison.
Yeah. I do love, I love Killian. He's my favorite boy failure, but I don't think he's got the intelligence level to know how poisons work. Maybe, I don't know. He is the son of a doctor. You never know.
I may have went to college, but I don't know my flowers. God, I'm gonna butcher his voice when he comes back.
I mean, that's not bad. You actually are kind of like, getting back into it. That's pretty good. Fascinating. All of Alina's symptoms match those of lynxbane poisoning. It's a plant native only to Sara. Our nation's history is littered with stories and rumors about lynxbane poisoning. It's a useful medicine, but a potent toxin. As with all things, it's the dosage that makes the difference, and that can be hard to measure if you're not familiar with the plant and the process. You'd be shocked if you didn't find a small stash of the stuff in the office of any doctor on Bukovi Boulevard.
Not looking good.
He's really not
Not looking good.
How do you know all this? I paid attention in history class when I was in school, and I paid attention when I went for dinner with Dr. Durand and her son Killian. Ah, shit! It's really not looking good.
Killian, no!
Fascinating. Oh, well then.
We got new evidence.
Did we get new evidence?
We got
I
new
think
evidence.
I don't think it was
Yep.
evident.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, it's motive.
His motive, or his way of killing, I guess.
It's his MO, or yeah. Elena explained that lynxbane is commonly used by medical professionals for its medicinal properties, including doctors, such as Killian's mother, Dr. Durand, whose practice he has easy access to. So
Uh-oh.
So we got
Evidence.
evidence for both Maria and Killian right now. We need motive for both. Which I think we can probably get from the clue board. And we need like defenses for all of them. Alright. So write this down
Teamwork
first.
is too.
I suppose if I was to trust anyone's judgment on jewelry, it would certainly be Olivia Carmine's. Huh. How peculiar. You'd think someone from such wealth wouldn't be caught dead wearing mere rhinestones, let alone passing them off as an heirloom. Still, I suppose being tacky is not a crime.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we discovered last time that red hair girl is wearing fake jewelry.
Yeah. Let's ask her about the medicine. I don't know what poor Agatha Durand did to be cursed with such a fool of a son.
Full of a boy failure.
Perhaps his father dropped him on his head as a child.
Oof.
If he does turn out to be our culprit, well, at least you can be certain her punishment will be more severe than that of any judge. Killian's so dumb. He was probably dropped on his head as a kid.
Wow.
They really treat
Man.
him like that.
Man, what did Killian do to deserve such slander? Oh, I think that's all of our evidence.
Yeah.
Apologies, I have business to attend to, Elena. Goodbye, dear. Do we dare
Now
talk
we
to
gotta go with
Hugo?
this boy. Good evening. Let's catch up.
Evening, Detective Mertens.
Do you have any questions for me? Or new information to share?
Yeah, sure, got some.
Are you seriously spending your time on this investigation exchanging hot gossip with Miss Carmine?
Yes.
Hey, it's good info. It is legitimately good and helpful info. Shut up, Hugo.
It's good gossip.
I mean, you must admit, it's odd.
Ugh, fine. I'll entertain the idea. So you believe Miss Brooker is wearing cheap, fake jewelry. What does that tell you?
she doesn't have money for real jewelry, she can't tell the difference. Well, if money is our motive and she's wearing fakes, she either doesn't have money and it's trying, well, actually no, yeah, she's probably trying to pass herself off as rich. Yeah, she doesn't have money for real jewelry. I'm gonna say it first just in case I'm wrong. She doesn't have money for real jewelry.
So, in other words, you believe she's not all she claims to be. This is an interesting theory. If Miss Brooker is not quite as wealthy as we initially assumed, that means she too could be our Black Hammer. But we're going to need more concrete evidence than the word of Olivia Carmine. If you find any other clues that would substantiate your theory, bring them together on that weird conspiracy board you have.
That weird board that you have in your own room.
Hey, it is not a conspiracy board. Actually, did you guys see the art that I did the other day?
Yes,
Or-
yeah.
the
Quite
Pepe
funny.
Sylvia board. Detective, I've been going through the mail.
I don't need questions, I need answers.
I don't need questions, I need answers. There's a big conspiracy going on here.
All of the murders are connected.
All the murders are connected, and you're involved, and this person's involved. Everybody's involved. Everyone's a
And
suspect.
I'm involved.
Yeah. The funny thing is, so there actually is a little bit of a Best Served Cold fandom on Tumblr, which the art director is very much involved in. Dinky Dins, if you remember. And they've been answering questions. Apparently Hugo is kind of a mess of a person. Very, very highly organized, but very messy. So like, for example, his clue board is probably immaculate. It looks like an Excel spreadsheet. So I can't help but imagine him seeing a really, really chaotic and messy clue board and then just kind of casually and calmly rearranging it so it looks neat.
I'll have you know I'm certified in Microsoft Excel.
What is Microsoft Excel?
What the fuck's a Microsoft?
What is a Microsoft? Is that a
Rick Peerbecker told me.
is that a new investigation technique that I don't know about? You really know your stuff. Oh, let's see. We have one more thing.
It's new tech that'll take the lives of many people in the future.
Deadly medicine.
So your hypothesis is that Killian used Linksbane poison after acquiring it from his mother's pharmacy cabinet.
You could say closet, that's fine.
It's a
They both mean the same
possibility. Yeah, cabinet closet. It's a possibility. He wraps his knuckles on the bar.
You take me for a fool.
Are you familiar with the feeling of deja vu?
No.
Oh.
Yes. Yes? Why? How is this relevant?
Let's just say I've been here before. But I can't discuss past cases, of course. Let's keep working on this theory.
Huh? What does that mean? Okay. That was cryptic.
Don't worry about it.
Sure. Okay. Whatever you say, detective. Get out of my face now. Bye-bye.
Shoo. Go away.
Shoo.
Goodbye.
Get out of my
Alright.
bar.
Yeah, get the hell out of my bar. It's closing time. Ding ding.
Ding ding. Cat.
Kitty. And we have a kitty. Pet the
Kitty.
Pet the cat.
cat. Pet the cat.
Yeah!
It's all connected. Okay, so
Time for you
let's
to do your
see
thing.
Time to do my thing.
Has the threatening letter and blackmail been connected before?
Yeah, so we got the threatening letter and blackmail. Those are connected already. Well, have they? I don't remember now. Hang on.
They have. They've been grayed
Yeah,
out.
no, they have. Yeah. So what else do we have in our book? So
Well,
no.
I think first off, we just put stuff on the clue board.
Yeah. So let's put stuff on the clue board first.
Charcoal and Fang's past?
Yeah, I think that's a one. Oh, okay.
What?
It actually makes sense though. What the heck?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, game.
One spoon. Hey, oh, wait, move all my stuff. Okay, so
Killian, it's really not looking good for you, man.
yeah, we still don't have motives for the others yet, or methods. What do we have in our notebook?
I think you have quite literally everything on there.
Oh, actually, so let's try.
Heirlooms and blackmail.
So,
Chat,
I forgot
help us
this
out.
Before.
Oh,
Killian's
Killian's
freedom.
freedom. Wow.
Killian was cut off from Alina's money after their breakup, and his spending is heavily restricted by his controlling parents. He could have resorted to blackmailing Alina for her money. So, all we need now is an alibi for him, which actually I think we have. Yeah, where is it?
Late entrance.
Yeah.
The top.
No, I want to connect these things. I want to connect these things! There we go. So, we have a defense.
Yeah, he's fine.
Killian's late arrival confirms he couldn't have poisoned Alina, as it takes 4 hours for Lynxbane to take effect. Whoever poisoned Alina's tea must have done so before Killian arrived.
He's
So,
safe.
yeah, our boy is safe. As you can see from our case, it cannot be him. Which
The
I'm
boy
actually
killer
kind of.
can't commit crime.
I'm
How
actually.
much you
kinda
guys want to
happy
bet
for
it's
this.
Wendy?
I'm pretty sure it's Wendy, but I may be wrong about the reason. I thought she would have killed Alina simply for drama, but if she is in fact, poor and faking being rich, her killing Alina would kind of make sense, I guess, because it already seems really apparent that she was trying to usurp her group of friends. So
Can we connect anything of Wendy's things?
so we can put away all of Killian's stuff because he's innocent of any wrongdoing. So let's see if we can connect any of Wendy's stuff. So
Wouldn't Wendy also know Alina's secret?
she was the one who told us.
Yeah.
Let's see. So okay, so we can't connect those. Oh. Visiting. No. So, I don't think there's anything else that we can. I don't think there's anything that we can connect for right now.
Yeah, we don't have enough things
We don't
for.
have So, there are 3 people we still need to talk to and investigate more about. We need to talk to Feng Bai by getting her drunk, so we can talk to her about both Alina's death and the charcoal. and then we need to talk to Wendy about all of the suspicious stuff that's stacking up against her. So I think this is good for now. We've already ruled out Killian, my boy. I love him. So I think let's continue to the next day and see what happens. I just noticed there's a ball of yarn down here for the kitty.
Yes, there is.
Kitty, 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 yeah.
I'm kind of sad that I don't get to have the cat owner experience, but I have a bunny. That's close enough. It's like halfway between a dog and a cat.
There's a cat in a fancy little suit in the.
Oh yeah, that's cute. So we.
I'm like, oh, you can see the ball of yarn right there, right here.
The ball of yarn. All right, so let's end the day. Let's move on.
Bunny.
Speaking of the bunny, he is sitting behind my chair, loafed up, sleeping.
Real? He's so real for that.
Peter!
It's Patter.
Peter Wagner stomps into the speakeasy. He seems distracted. As he's about to sit down, he mumbles to himself, turns sharply, and heads towards the bar instead. Something bothering you, Peter?
Yes. There's a nosy bartender asking too many questions.
We only asked one!
Yeah, I just asked how you're doing. What's with the attitude?
We drink at home instead. Alone. Make him fucking worse.
You chose to sit here. You can always drink at home instead. Alone. I mean, he's already in a bad mood. How much should I rub it in?
Very. Put salt in it.
I love Peter, but let's be snarky. If he gets mad even more, I'll just run it back. Well, you can always drink at home instead. Alone.
Ain't got no booze at home. I'm a resourceful guy. So that shows how bad this prohibition is. Don't know where Flora gets his stuff. But he gets it reliably, so I'm here. Look, I know that damn detective has you by the leash. Otherwise, he'd have shut this place down. If you asked him to split a donut with you, he'd give you the whole. That's why he recruited you to dig into people's private details, so he can get his next paycheck. But if it helps you out, I do have a little info for you. Yesterday I saw some weird occurrences and thought, that lousy bartender will be interested in to hear this.
Who says we're lousy?
Yeah, who are you calling lousy? I was being
Just because your friend's in jail doesn't mean you have to be an asshole with us.
The lousy bartender is listening. I guess you're just helpful like that. Snark or nice?
Save then snark.
I'm gonna save. Well, I saved just before this anyway, so I can still run it back. Well, the lousy bartender is listening.
Oh my god. He liked
You take it on the chin with a smile. I hope I don't end up liking you. Nothing good ever happens to my friends.
Whatever, I'm willing to take that risk. Fine.
Are you familiar with Miss Brooker? The overdressed redhead that looks like a walking jewelry store?
Yeah, Archon?
Heal.
No, fuck you.
What?
Oh, it's his way of saying that I'm kind of down bad. As if that's not obvious already.
Yes. You already write down that, Peter.
She's been here a few times. Last I heard, she's off to visit some family. I don't think our answer matters. But let's give him some details. Drink some water, you thirsty on Maine. Okay, you know I will actually drink because yeah.
You heard that, everybody. Drink up.
Yep, drink up, drinky. Shots for everybody.
I got some nice sugared water.
Wait, huh? Why are you drinking sugared water? Are you
It's
a
a
hummingbird?
Powerade.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I also have something that has water in it.
It's 20. This is 21 grams of sugar, man, for fucking 20 fluid ounces.
How much sugar is in this? 63 grams.
Jesus, that's way more than mine.
What
What are you drinking?
An energy drink.
Oh, that
Oh,
explains a lot.
okay.
Energy drinks are pumped full of caffeine and sugar.
Are you drinking a Monster or something?
I'm drinking a Rockstar, actually.
Oh.
Rockstars are good. I like their teas. Wait, yeah, no, they're teas.
I've never really had energy drinks all that much. I think I've had Red Bull exactly once and I hated it and then never again.
You should try a different one.
Yeah.
There's better ones than Red Bull, though.
Kind of tying it back to bartending. One of my favorite freaking drinks I ever made was Monster and Midori.
Ooh, Midori liqueur is actually good. Midori liqueur is a melon flavored liqueur. It tastes
Yes.
very good. I've had melon liqueur before. It's good.
It's called the Incredible Hulk.
Not surprised.
Hilarious.
Just put some pre-workout on there, you'll be set.
Just amped up.
Only enough I know someone who does that.
Oh no. Last I heard, she's off to visit some family. Which is probably a complete and utter lie, but you know.
I normally don't bother too much with old money families, seeing as they rarely need a loan. But I know something fishy. I had to catch a train yesterday for a job outside of the cove. Some people think debt has regional jurisdiction, and it's my job to make sure when they run, their debt record runs faster.
Sorry, that image just makes me laugh a little.
I thought I spotted a familiar figure at the station. And when I was looking for an empty compartment, who do I see hanging out in second class? Miss Fancy Pants herself, Wendy Brooker.
Second class.
What did she say, or did she see you as well?
Of course she didn't see him.
Did she see you? Yeah. Did she see you as well?
Oh, that
Besides
brought
the
them.
scar, I'm hard to spot in a sea of dirty proles. And she was trying very hard not to make eye contact with anyone.
Huh.
She already stood out like a sore thumb. But what really bothered me was the fact she didn't get off at the second to last stop.
Where was the train headed?
Ever been to Ralva? It's that backwater rural piss hole up north. I had to get off one stop early, but when I passed her compartment, she was still sitting there. The main exports
To
of
the
that region are
farm.
fruit, vegetables, and statistics on poverty. Whatever businesses Brooker had up there, it can't be anything legit.
Very interesting.
There, I did my duty and helped out a pal. Now be a pal back, and if I need a favor in the future, hear me out. Fair?
I'll think about it. Oh yeah, so Ralva, that was the region that Peter was telling his story about, where he and his buddies got drunk and took a truck out, and his buddy got shot in a bear costume. Yeah, that was the area that took place in.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got a few people we can talk to today. They're all over here. Oh, conversation. Let's do some eavesdropping.
You aren't planning to drop this case, are you?
No, Hugo. My investigation is still ongoing, as I would hope is yours.
As a civilian, my investigation is none of your business, Miss Ernest. And I may remind you that mine is the only one being conducted on any official capacity.
You may do whatever you like, but considering your official methods consist of spending every evening at an illegal speakeasy while your little assistant does all of the legwork, I hope you'll excuse me for raising an eyebrow.
My methods are not what's being discussed here, nor will they ever be. I did my legwork collecting all of the hard evidence and testimonies I could, locating a place to gather all suspects in a room together, and buying my little assistant 2 weeks of time to interrogate them. And I will do even more legwork, making whatever material they give me actually hold up a court of law.
And I'm sure the bartender's role in this will go unmentioned in your reports after all is said and done, while you claim a new feather in your cap. Hugo remains silent, but you hear the leather of his gloves creak as his grip tightens around the edge of the table. Elena flashes the detective a knowing smile and tips her cigarette into the ashtray. I'm only teasing you, Detective Mertens. I know the last thing our bartender needs at a time like this is their name on any police records.
I'm glad you agree. It's not like I'm not rewarding their efforts either. I'm sure this business I'm allowing them to run is lucrative, or else Carla's man, Wagner, wouldn't be sniffing around like a dog looking for table scraps.
Oh, sure. You've got this arrangement all figured out, haven't you?
You can't deny it pays dividends. They've been making some solid deductions based on material we would struggle to get out of my suspects. Everyone lets their guard down around a bartender.
Under different circumstances, I'd be telling you to speak for yourself, Hugo. But I'll admit, you're onto something. Despite my chiding, I do respect your out-of-the-box thinking in settling all of this up. That was always your strength, after all. What you lack in social finesse, you make up for in initiative. I just hope you're not losing sight of what you're doing all of this for.
For my promotion.
Promotion.
Can we please get back to talking about the way you're putting both yourself and this case at risk by doing an unofficial investigation without any official backing or protections?
No, dear, we cannot.
Darn.
Oh, that was juicy. So let's see here. So we got
The quiet
Maria,
bit.
we've got Feng Bai. Who do we need info from? I think Feng Bai we can probably get the most out of right now because we need to get her drunk. So, you know what? Let's start with Feng Bai, I think, because we can get a lot out of her.
Oh no, you're gonna make the old lady drunk.
You're gonna make the old lady drunk? No.
Yeah, that probably won't help with her senility.
Hello. Good to see you. Who are you again?
I want to know.
I'm the bartender, Miss Bai. Hi. Likewise, Miss Bai. Good evening.
Bartender. Oh, I came to the wrong place. I was looking for my bud tender. Oh no.
Huh?
Huh?
Okay. I don't know what you do in your private time, but what kind of drink should we get for you today? We need
Something
her
hard with
drunk.
liquor.
Could I interest you in a drink, Miss Bai?
Certainly. I'd love to try some of those fashionable cocktails I hear my customers talk about.
Well, do we have something just for you? Okay, what do we get her that's like, Royal Flush is a 9. That's a little too strong.
Long Island iced tea.
Yeah, I love those though. I think
Wouldn't
we
it funny
can
enough be
probably.
the one I stand again?
I think the one night stand is probably it for her.
Night to count, night to count, night to count.
Because I think it fits in with the flavor profile that she likes. I think one night stand. Hang on, let me save first.
You called this a porn star martini? What's a porn star?
Yeah, that is the actual name of the drink. It is a porn star martini. Which, I think they've kind of renamed to just like, either just a straight up passion fruit martini or the passion star martini. Because, yeah, the negative connotations of porn star. So, you know what? Let's give her the one night stand. Get her a little drinky. Where does it start? There it is. Okay. Smoochy. For the record, I might have mentioned it before, but the porn star martini actually tastes very good. I actually have a bunch of passion fruits just kind of chilling upstairs. I'm waiting for them to get ripe before I can make another one. But it's very good.
You remind me of a young me, always looking for bold new flavors to combine. Perfectly palatable.
Alright, so... Oh!
Well, she's drunk, so we can ask those questions now.
We can ask those questions. Alright, so... Let's see here. There's the charcoal. We can talk to her about the charcoal.
Yeah, the charcoal seems fine.
About the charcoal you gave everyone.
Now I've started to relax. Let me talk a little, dear. You see, as someone who serves a large variety of tea, it is vital to have a good understanding of the various plants and herbs that make up the drinks. It's only natural that part of that knowledge includes a study of poisonous substances and ways to neutralize them. In my homeland, there's plenty of stories of old men picking flowers in the wild, believing they can brew the most delicious pot of tea.
Yeah. People don't accidentally poison themselves all the time. They totally do.
Should I be saying this? Why not? Anyway, such stories often end with those old men covered in a deadly rash, desperate for help. So you need to know how to treat them.
Sounds like a smart habit. Wait, did we get like a new clue? Hang on. Oopsie.
I don't think we got a new clue from that.
Oh no, we did!
Oh wait, no, we did. Okay, never mind.
Toxicology.
Feng admitted that she has extensive knowledge of poisons and toxins, though she refuses to divulge how or why she learned about this topic.
Present that clue to her.
Not yet.
And the victim.
Let's tell. What do you know about Alina? Can you tell me anything about her?
Well, a girl has never had it easy.
Feng sighs with great sadness. It seems the alcohol has made her unable or unwilling to hold back her true emotions.
Did you know that Alina lost her mother at a young age?
To what exactly? Actually, we know exactly what happened. Her mother ran off to join a cult, but we don't know that as this bartender. To what exactly?
Faith. You want me to say more? Her mother is not dead. She abandoned her family to live with a cult, the Deus Irae. Growing up, the girl struggled without a mother, and her gambling father was more of a child than she was.
I didn't know. It must have been tough. Must have been tough.
When she first stumbled into my tea shop with her friend Maria, the two were ecstatic to find a place where they could play chess in peace. I grew quite attached to those girls. Just last month, Alina, she called me Auntie Feng.
Aw.
About 6 months ago, she walked into the tea terrace alone, and she cried for hours. When she finally calmed down, I asked her whatever was the matter. Maria and Alina had a fight. She didn't want to say what it was about, but it was important enough to end their friendship. The day of her death was the day of their reconciliation. They had just started talking again. I was so happy for them.
No. My condolences. Oh god, that makes it like extra sad.
It does. It does make it super sad.
Especially when you see Alina and Maria, like, you know, happy and like gossiping about Wendy at the end of Case Zero, knowing that 6 months after the end of Case Zero, they stopped talking to each other altogether and then only just started talking again the day she died. Oh god, no wonder Maria is so fucking depressed. Jesus.
Unfriended.
Unfriended. Feng said that Alina and Maria stopped visiting the tea house together around 6 months ago. When asked about it, Alina confessed that a big fight had broken up their friendship. Now, was it over the drugs or was it over Killian? I don't know. Probably the drugs.
Could be either.
Oh. So, okay, we can present evidence to Feng Bai. We got a couple of actions, so... Let's see.
Present her with her own evidence. Wait, her own clue. Her own clue, I mean.
We could show her Link's Bane though.
Which one?
We haven't shown her Link's Bane yet or anything.
Yeah, let's try the Link's Bane.
You think this is what killed poor Alina? Goddess. Good work identifying it. You certainly are resourceful. I do wonder how someone could have gotten their hands on this here in the city.
Let's see.
And we also haven't shown her Fung's past that we learned from the computer.
Yeah, I.
Hey, we learned about
Computers.
Slayer Descent.
Yeah.
Why does it say here that you were part of the military?
Assassins? Oh boy.
You're really leaving no stone unturned, are you? Fine. There's no point denying it. Yes, I worked at that tea house as a young waitress, like many small businesses in the area, and it was held in chokehold by this family and the crime syndicate they ran. Violence and extortion were rife, and they squeezed the life out of my local community, terrorizing my friends and neighbors. Those who stood up to them disappeared overnight. So, what choice did we have?
Were you part of this vigilante organization? For a moment, Fung simply looks at you in silence, trying to read your face.
I am merely a woman who tries to protect her loved ones, dear. If only I could have protected Alina.
Oh, let's see. What else can we ask her?
Toxicology.
Oh yeah, the toxic. Let's ask her about her own clue. Yeah, why not?
You're a sly one, using your craft to put people in a talking mood. I can see why the young detective comes to speak to you so often.
Hey, maybe next job I'll do is become a detective myself.
I've
Yeah.
said what I've said, and that's all you're getting from me. It's not a crime to have knowledge, is it?
Damn.
No, not a crime at all. Nope. Just
Goes hard.
it's how you use it. But now the old lady's suspicious of us.
She's suspicious.
She's suspicious. I think we
Somebody-
have one more action. Let's ask her about Maria in Bookworm.
You know, you're very sus. That's what the young people
Oh,
say
okay.
nowadays.
I don't really see how that's any business of mine, dear.
Thanks anyway.
Oh, is that the time? I'm all home. Take care.
Bye-bye, Miss Bye.
Bye, Miss Bye.
Which way is the door again?
Which way's the door? Alright.
There
Who
we
should we
go.
talk to? Bjorn, Maria, or like one of the two detectives we've got here?
So saying we say the detectives for last.
Yeah, let's see the
We
detective.
do have new evidence to show to
Yeah.
Maria.
Yeah, let's talk to Maria. Is she in a bad mood?
And-
Yeah.
She's always in a bad mood.
Oh.
Depression.
Another day. I'm so glad work is over.
Oh. Good evening, Maria.
Let's catch up.
Oh. Friends. There are friends that that can support you. When
There's
did that
also
pop
this.
up?
I think that's just new.
I think that's just new. Yeah.
That's new. But still, we need to serve her a drink.
Let us serve her a drink. So
We need to get her infectious so well.
I think she
Just
liked
a little
the
bit.
ambush. Yeah.
Yeah, just give her a favorite one. It'll probably give us
Yeah.
enough friendship points and put her in a good
Yeah.
mood, so we can
It
get
might,
the last
it might
question
open
over
up.
there.
Yeah, it might open up a conversation. You place a glass on the counter and slide it like a chess piece in front of her. A drink?
Sure. Surprise me.
Alright, I believe she likes the ambush.
The ambush. Oh, this was like ultra simple.
It's a square.
Yeah, it's like I think it's an Irish coffee or something. The actual drink.
Oh, these squares make a circle.
All these squares make a circle. How does that fucking work?
I must admit, this tastes great. You should travel to a less backwards country and join one of those bartender competitions.
She's
Nah,
not
we're not all the
quite-
way there.
Not quite, but I think this conversation thing can get us there.
I think this is there. That'll be great.
Yeah. There are friends that can support you.
Who?
How about Killian? How about Miss Bai? How about Wendy? Let's move on. No.
Miss Bye.
Miss Bai, she doesn't like Killian at all, and I don't think she really is too fond of Wendy.
She hates Wendy, and she seethes Killian.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Oh yeah. Killian's the one that took Alina from her.
Tragic Yuri.
Tragic Yuri, doomed Yuri. How about Miss Bai? You seem to get along pretty well.
She's reached
Yeah,
out.
we're friends with her now.
I keep telling her I need space and time. I guess I could go talk to her. She was kind to Alina. To both of us. It's Alina I needed to talk to. And we stopped talking for so long. I forgot how mad I was at her. At the tea house, I was happy we were reconciling, but that anger, it didn't go away. And it still hasn't gone away.
Did that anger make you do something? You couldn't control the anger? I don't want to upset her because this is really upsetting her. You couldn't control the anger?
No, I still can't. I don't care what happens now.
What about your family?
Back on the farm? Mom is too busy keeping my brothers out of trouble and running the house. Dad had a stroke.
I'm sorry.
He smiles more now and shouts less. He's happy enough. They all are. But they don't need me. And I don't think they can help me here. I have to do it alone.
Oh no.
Now we get to
I would say use that for last. Oh wait, that is the last one.
It is the last one.
We have all the requirements.
We don't have a motive for her yet. Yeah, we don't. Should we ask her?
Ask her about Alina.
Yeah.
Ask me about my dead ex-girlfriend, damn it!
Dead ex-girlfriend for like one day.
Can you tell me about Alina? I know
me. She was like sunlight, cracking the clouds. Without her, I just feel like... Where do I even start? It's all so unfair.
I hear the sad background music.
Yeah. Maria hunches over her drink. A tear rolls down her nose and lands on the bar.
I didn't realize growing up was just leaving things behind. Over and over. When my mom was ill, she said she hoped dying was like being a sleepy kid at a party. You can't keep your eyes open. Your dad lifts you to your bed. And listening to the laughter in the other room, you drift off to sleep. Alina didn't get that. Not fucking close. All she had was fear and panic. And when she died, her gasps didn't stop. It carried on. Inside me. I knew her. And I know how she felt at the end. Nobody knows me the way she did. And now, it's gone.
She had to be in a good mood for that too.
She's still in a good mood. That was the question you asked her.
Yeah.
Okay. God, that's depressing. But
Very.
It was just a different clue.
We got more
coming
clues now.
clean. Maria broke down in tears when asked about Alina's death, showing profound grief over the loss of her best friend. If someone who knows her well can confirm these are her true feelings, it seems unlikely she's the culprit.
Alright, Killian time. That's literally like the first person that came up that kinda likes her.
I actually
First.
I was thinking this
I kinda
by
know you well.
actually.
That is very true.
Yeah, that's probably more acceptable.
I think Ms. Bai would probably be the best one to ask about that.
PG and Archon, why are you using my crying emotes?
Huh? I have a sub with you. Somebody gifted me it. I don't know who. I don't remember who, honestly.
Also, Riles, that was a killer performance. I was tearing up a little bit.
Thank you.
Okay, so I don't know if there's anything else that we can show her. I mean, we can try asking, see if we can get some.
I got. We still need to.
Did
fill
you
it out
show me
right
to a
now,
mental health institute? I think I need one.
Yeah, she needs one.
Oh no.
Or grief counseling.
A sub from you 25 days ago.
Listen, right now I have a significant amount of more subs than I do followers, so it was bound to happen.
Oh yeah.
That is
Yeah, Fo,
Very funny.
her timer is up to like 500.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday. Wasn't it like 580 or something like that?
We're in the 570s right now.
Jesus, like how'd that happen?
You're uncapped, right?
Yeah.
God damn.
Wait, how many actual like full days is that? If you were to stream 24/7?
500 minutes?
I want
Or,
to.
wait,
I want to point out one person at one time did a 100 sub bomb drop.
Oh god. Was it wait, hold on. Is it Amelia?
Yeah, it was Amelia.
Grove? Yeah, I got the sub from them.
Is your timer in minutes or hours?
570 hours.
Oh!
So that's like 24 days if you were to stream 24/7. Jesus.
Yeah. And I was already warned that they were going to do it again in the middle of the month. So
Oh no.
Your subathon's gonna be going for like 3 more months.
Yeah, they said that
Your
it's not allowed-
subathon's
they
gonna go
said
for
it's
the
not allowed
rest
to
of
end.
this year.
They said it's not allowed to end. That's what they said. That's what I was told.
Wow.
It's gonna last to the end of the year, Riles.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
You need to
hey.
better sub goals.
Okay, like I want to point out that the thing that the two people who are gifting subs the most often right now, what they're fighting over is the 450 total gifted thing. The top sub gifter gets to pick a tattoo to go on the IRL, and that's what they're fighting over.
Okay, you know what? That seems pretty worth it. I would join if I had the money too.
Oh,
The sad
man.
part is that both people have already decided where they want the tattoo to be, and they agree on where the tattoo is. But the thing that
Where?
it's freaking womb tattoo.
Oh no.
The thing that they disagree on is what they want to put there. Because one person wants to put a used litter box.
They basically just did a fucking handshake. If you guys have 7TV enabled, you can just see it as well.
Man, I can just imagine the conversation with the tattoo artist about, okay, so what made you decide to get this particular image as your tattoo?
Well, my
It'd be
Twitch chat
really awkward.
told me to get this as a sub goal.
Really awkward just to say where you want it to. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure tattoo artists have probably gotten a lot of weird
Requests?
Weird requests or messed up stories, because I'm sure there's been lots of people who get totally wasted and then decide to go get a tattoo at a tattoo parlor and just do it.
I want to
It's
point out when I started this fucking thing, I had less than 100 followers, and it was just kind of like a fun, like, oh, I'm gonna get myself into streaming a little bit more with this, and then now I'm in the 200s for followers. Literally like a month and a half later, and like I think I hit 348 gifted subs.
Whoa.
Congrats.
Thank you.
That is
completely insane.
Yeah, that's insane. But man, congrats! Like, holy crap, that's impressive.
Very, very impressive. That
Like-
just means you're a good streamer, honestly, too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I like
Like-
bullying you in Seven Days to Die.
Yeah.
You and everybody else too, TG.
Oh yeah, it's really fun. Like, I have personally thought about, subathons as well, but I'm like, oh god, I can't even, like, what would I even do? B, I don't think I could sustain it for that long, honestly. Like,
You don't stream that long.
well, yeah, I do not stream that long. I do, like, maybe those are like 2 or 3 hours at a time, and like only a couple days a week, and like 2 of those streams a week are this and like a TTRPG stream every week. So like me trying to do a subathon, I don't think I'd be able to. It's not feasible for me. As much as fun as it seems, I would, yeah. It would be hard for me.
How words you'd give.
Yeah, and I don't know. Like, I wanted to do something for my birthday this month, at the end of the month, but I'm like, that's so much work. I don't have the time to plan all this stuff. I don't really care about my birthday anyway. But yeah, yeah, I'm always impressed by people who actually do have the dedication to do subathons, so that's really, really impressive.
Thank you.
Alright, so what should we talk about with Maria? Let's talk about Fungus Past. She's involved in a mass poisoning.
Mass poisoning, hell yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Fungus Past. So do
just
you
gonna
know
suggest-
about this, Maria?
I was just gonna suggest, like, get Wendy info as well.
Be ridiculous. Miss Spy is a kind, wise woman. She doesn't deserve this.
Bad mood?
Okay. Oh.
Nope. Okay.
But yeah, she's not the only person who's told us that Feng Bai is not that kind of person.
Yeah. Oh, can we show her the fake heirlooms on Wendy?
Oh, the fake heirlooms? Rhinestone heirlooms. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they were friends. I use the term loosely.
Okay. So some jeweler just sold her a pair of fakes. I don't see what this has to do with anything.
Huh.
Okay.
Good point. Oh.
What else we got?
Actually, what does she know about Wendy going to the farm?
Let's ask that.
Are you sure? When do you only put up with me for Alina's sake? I can't imagine her willingly subjecting herself to the presence of the proles.
The person that told me had no reason to lie.
Interesting. Perhaps she just went to yell at poor people to let off steam.
Do people actually do that? Yelling at the poors.
Look at them down there. They're poor. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, look how poor and dirty they are. Aren't they so pathetic?
Oh no. Oh god.
No.
I don't want to be sitting here with these commoners.
Wait, how many actions do we have left? We have, oh my god, how do we have so many? We can show her a lot more stuff.
What did we give her? They gave her so many actions, yeah.
What about Killian being?
You know what? You should rile her up and give her Killian's
Talk about
innocence.
Killian. Yeah. Let's rile her up a little bit. She does not like Killian. Killian's innocence, sure.
It's a relief, I suppose. As much as Killian annoys me, I admit I'm not surprised it wasn't him. And not just because he's a bit dim.
We callin' a bit dim.
He was bitter about being dumped, sure, but I do think he actually liked Alina. Not just her money.
Yeah, I think he did admit that he had a crush on her forever, like even before she got rich, but didn't really have the balls to ask her out until like way after.
Only love blondes.
Yeah, he only likes blondes. Visiting family.
Good for her. Must be nice to be able to return to the family mansion after slumming it with us city folk. Sorry, that was catty of me. I guess I can't blame her for seeking the support of her family after what happened.
I mean, probably the cattiness is a little deserved. Wendy's not exactly the nicest of people. Let's ask her about the links, right? Wait. We have one. Oh, actually... I want to know the details of this.
What business of that is yours? I came here to relax, not to be interrogated by some nosy stranger.
I'm sorry that was improper. The person you fought with was murdered, so it's a reasonable question. I mean...
I would say apologize.
Yeah, let's apologize to her. Sorry, that was improper of me to ask. There we go.
Okay. I shouldn't have flown off the handle like that. I've not been feeling myself. I'm off. It's late, and I have work in the mornings. Bye.
Bye, Maria.
She left in a good mood today. Bet she'd be back in a bad mood.
So we have Bjorn over here. Bjorn and Lucas are not related to the case at all. They are purely here for
The alcohol.
well, the alcohol, yes, but also
And
A,
both.
raising their affection, and B, kind of providing side stories as a bit of a breather in between all of the super serious stuff.
We love this great yaoi.
Yes, should we talk to Bjorn? Or should we, yeah, you know, we're leaving the detectives for last, so.
It makes me feel like one of them is gonna be dying for the next case.
Oh, I bet.
Oh,
100%. 100%.
We have the doomed Yuri, why not have the doomed Yaoi?
On God. On God. Want to have doomed yaoi as well.
Yeah, let's talk to Bjorn. Hi, Bjorn. What's up today?
You know his eye, you know his eyebrow slit right there, and his
Yeah.
left eyebrow. I tried to do that to myself.
What do you mean you tried to do that to yourself?
My eyebrow grew back.
I've actually seen some people try to do the eyebrow slash as, you know, kind of like a style thing, part of, you know, like
That's what I was trying to do
like
as well.
a fade. It grew back.
It grew back.
Did it grow back uneven?
No, it grew back pretty evenly. Fortunately.
Oh my god. Speaking of eyebrows, I should probably say this before my husband ever says anything about it, but yeah, I have this kind of like condition where sometimes my eyebrows kind of thin out a little bit. They're not bad right now, but sometimes my eyebrows can get rubbed off.
Oh my.
So then I don't have any eyebrows for a little bit, or I have very, very thin eyebrows. But thankfully they've grown back. That's what happens when you have a skin condition like eczema or psoriasis stuff, kinda.
Dude, I have eczema on my hands. It fucking sucks.
Oh, for me it's everywhere. I got at the risk of TMI, I got a really bad skin infection like 2 years ago. I think it was like 2 years ago now. It was in my legs. I don't know what happened or how it happened, but I'm fairly sure I got an infection somehow, and I was sick for like a month. Cold sweats, fevers, chills. It was like, yeah, it was horrible. And I didn't realize it at the time, but yeah, it was awful. And afterwards, the eczema flared up and it got really, really bad. It was painful. And I ended up having to go see a specialist, a dermatologist for it, and we tried everything. From light therapy. I was actually also in a clinical study for trial medications. So I was like a medical guinea pig for like a year. And then, yeah.
Quite funny.
I got off of it like the beginning of this year, and my skin's actually only starting to recover. The medication, it worked for a little bit and then kind of plateaued, but then afterwards I went off of it and it's starting to be fine now. But it sucks, and the worst part is there's no real cure for eczema. You're stuck with it forever, and it's awful. And it makes things like going to the beach impossible. I cannot go swimming in the ocean because it is like it's like literally rubbing salt in your wounds. It's painful. It burns. So yeah, no. So the most I do is just sit on the beach. That's it.
Oh, it's eternally out.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, chlorine pools are fine, which are supposed to be really, really horrible, but for some reason I do okay in those.
You have a
But
mixed
yeah.
relationship with that.
I have a mixed relationship with swimming pools. Yeah. Anyway.
Mine flare up with heat,
Yeah.
and I'm a
okay.
chef. And
Oh.
you know how
Oh.
bad that is?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. It's why whenever I'm at home, the temperature inside the house has to be cold. If I sweat at all, I get flare-ups and it's awful. So, air conditioning has to be on full blast. If it's winter, the window has to be open. So, yeah, I have to be cool. I have to be kept cool and dry. Otherwise, it's awful. Alright. Who wants to do Bjorn? Actually, no, what? Might as well have you, Archon, do it, because I don't think you've done anything for, like, this entire...
I've been here.
You've been here! I feel bad, though, because, like, you haven't actually done anything for, like, the past while. Well, yeah,
It's
no.
chill. It's chill.
Yeah, you can do the voice for Bjorn. He's a bit of a gentle giant type. And what... He's from a country called Scotia, which I haven't been able to figure out if it's like Scotland or whatever, or supposed to be Canada, which is weird because his name is Bjorn Johansson, which is Nordic. So, meh. Best I can give you is
forever.
Scotland forever.
Best direction I can give you, he's a gentle giant. So, you know, don't have to go too gravelly or, you know, deep with him. Whenever you're ready.
Huh? Oh, I'm actually doing Bjorn? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because DG does Lucas.
How does Bjorn sound?
Gentle
How do
giant
you
type.
think? Gentle giant?
Yeah. So probably like a little bit quieter than the way you speak now.
Okay. Yeah. A little quiet, bit deep. Okay.
Yeah. But not like super gravelly, not rough. Gentle
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Evening.
What a place. Not sure where to start. I would have given him an accent, but I am not really good with like Nordic accents. Anything.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, there's one character, the NPC that I portray in Regenesis. She's supposed to be kind of like the equivalent of Danish. So the accent I give her is vaguely Nordic. Imitating a Danish accent is hard.
You just gotta just stim with the sauna guy from Frozen. The yoo-hoo, big summer blow.
Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo!
You find a glass and place it in front of you on the counter. You look like you need a drink.
Then I look how I feel.
He likes the night. Whoa, he has. Look at his alcohol tolerance. We could give him the royal flush, and he'd probably. Well, he wouldn't be fine. He'd go away. But let's give him his favorite. We want to build up some affection. Let's give him the night count.
Strong metal worker needs strong alcohol.
Yeah, bat, yeah!
It's his favorite drink, so yes. You get your bat, Archon.
I love bats. They're my favorite.
For the record, when I made those 2 coffee drinks earlier, I drank them both. So I had
Are
like.
you sure you're not feeling tipsy?
Oh no, I was perfectly fine. DG can attest. I was tipsy a tiny bit for like, I don't know, 20 minutes. But in that time I was wandering around, I was making myself food, I was fine. For reference, how big are the alcohol bottles that we get, like for the little stuff? They're like half a liter. I think it's like 500 milliliters. Is it 250? No. Wait, I don't remember. They're tiny. I think they're about 250 milliliters. It's small. So those two drinks, the espresso martini and the white Russian, that was 3.5 ounces of vodka total. I was fine. I can normally drink like maybe 2 or 3 times that amount in a single night, and that will get me like, you know, really drunk. So yeah, no, like if the amount of alcohol in a single cocktail or even 2, I'm fine. Yeah. I actually have a pretty decent alcohol tolerance. But like compared to my husband, I am a lightweight. I have a much better alcohol tolerance than most people. I can probably drink like DG for sure under the table. Archon, I could like, you know, outdo you in terms of drinking.
What do you mean you can outdo me? I
am
am
a
probably... heavyweight.
Oh, are you a heavyweight?
I'm a heavyweight.
Oh yeah, I'm a pretty regular drinker, so
You wanna prove that with a drinking game?
no.
I have my drinks right now.
No. The thing about me and alcohol, I like to enjoy the cocktails, and plus I've been doing the whole mixology thing lately, so it's all about balancing flavor. So I like doing that. It's fun for me. I don't drink for the purposes of getting blackout drunk, unless like I'm feeling really sick, in which case I do want to get blackout drunk. Anyway.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Who said that?
That was
Huh?
Ross.
That was yeah, what was that? That came from nowhere. What are you talking about? Anyway, continue, Archon.
Yes. Very nice. Thanks, pal.
Not like that!
This is such a different voice than what Val did, but it's funny.
How did Val do it? It was like, it's kind of like, a more toned down version of like the sea captain from Simpsons or something like that. He didn't go full pirate accent.
He did like gentle pirate.
Gentle pirate, yeah.
Well,
we have, like-
2 different people.
Do we have like nothing? Okay, so we have like nothing that we can show, or like, because he's not related to
He's not
this
related
kid.
to the case, so we can't show him any yaoi.
We can't show him anything.
He's just here vibing
He's just here. He's here vibing.
without his boyfriend.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, why is he here by himself?
No boyfriend.
Oh, you know,
No boyfriend? No.
scoping out the area.
Okay. Let's just keep showing him stuff. Nope, okay. So he's really just here for us to build affection with. Alright.
Yeah, get to know the character before he becomes. Oh, here's something.
I read about this in the paper. Grim situation. I'm afraid I can't help you though, pal. I didn't know the girl. I better hit the tracks. I need a solid 8 hours before our shift.
Bye, Bjorn.
I don't even know what kind of accent that is.
I don't know!
I don't know either. You're going way off on something. I don't know what it is, but you're going off on something.
I didn't see the last VOD, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Fine.
Alright, who should we
Detectives.
talk to first? Who should we talk to first? Hugo or Elena?
Hugo, because I trust Hugo more than Elena.
You trust Hugo more than Elena? Really?
Yes.
What?
Trust the cop more than the PI.
I mean,
Yes.
considering that Hugo, you know, threw the last bartender under the bus, I mean, we don't know
He probably
that.
still had a good reason to.
I guess maybe. Well, Elena did point out he's very ambitious, so yeah.
He did it all
wouldn't
for the promotion.
I wouldn't really call it a good reason, but it's understandable. Hugo's kind of one track mind. So let's talk to Hugo first, and then we'll talk to Elena.
Good evening. Bartender.
Hello, detective. I got some new information for you.
You got a suspect finally?
Dick. Shit.
Alina granted him a rope, but Killian saw only a ladder. It's certainly a credible theory.
Rope to hang himself with? Is that what you're implying?
I'm sorry, but I'm not like that father over there in the church.
Who would imply
yes.
such a thing?
Yeah, Father Lacey.
Who would do such a thing? That sounds nasty.
Killian's innocence.
That rolls out the ex-boyfriend then. Dang it. Good work, bartender. This will allow us to focus our attention on the remaining suspects.
Cause yeah, if you ever watch the true crime shows, Dateline or anything like that, it's
Always a
almost-
spouse.
It's almost always the spouse or the significant other, the boyfriend, or
It's
the
not the
girlfriend.
ex-boyfriend. Case closed. It's all solved now.
Yeah. So whenever a case happens where they don't look at the spouse or significant other first, it's usually a sign that the cops didn't do their job. Because usually those are the people
Yeah.
you look at first.
If they manage to get away, then yeah.
Yeah, I've seen way too many. I've seen way too many Dateline shows where it becomes really, really obvious the cops didn't do their job because they didn't for some reason think to ask the boyfriend, the husband, the girlfriend, the wife, or whatever questions first, and then it occurs to them years down the line, oh hey, their partner is acting really suspicious. They moved on way too quickly. Maybe we should have asked them questions or looked into them a little more. I'm like, no shit! I feel like I would make a very... I feel like I'd make a very good cop, but I don't have the personality for it. Yeah. DJ, what did you do? Are you torturing
He
Archon?
played my special mixtape. Have you heard it? Have you heard it before?
No, but now I'm morbidly curious.
All right, pop in my stream. I'll play it for you.
Hang on.
Oh no.
I feel like I need to hear this.
Yep. Yep. All right. Tell me when you're on it, and like.
Okay.
My special mixtape will get you going.
Okay.
Hopefully that was.
You may pull up. That's a good sign.
Oh my god.
Here, brother, you can't fuck people to the sounds of Seabat.
Oh my god.
But it's a good beat. Nice thrust.
Oh my god.
This is why you're single.
I'll stop that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Archon, you really are not doing yourself any favors in beating the allegations of being
A twink.
you.
This is why I don't introduce you to any of my friends.
Why?
You did this to yourself, Archon, really.
Why not, dear sister?
Huh? You know, I feel like the playing up the twin or sibling aspect somehow makes things worse. Like not being siblings or twins. I don't
What
know
are you
if that
talking
makes
about?
things better.
We're twins.
I think
We're
that makes
twins.
things better or worse.
The whole Discord believes they're twins.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yes.
You know what?
Yes.
I'm not gonna play around with that. I'm not gonna mess with that image. So you know what? Yeah, you know what? You're twins, sure.
I'm just whiter than her.
It's because you're a ghost.
Also,
I'm
yeah,
the
you're-
necromancer.
Oh, I don't remember if this came up before, but I had a really stupid idea like with the twin thing and the fact that yeah, Archon's a ghost and Riles is a necromancer. So Archon died and Riles brought him back. Which is kind
Yeah.
of fucked up.
It's because you
Do
boy
you not
failed
see
too
me
close
pass?
to the sun.
Do you not see me pass through walls over this counter sometimes?
It's
God,
because
now
he
we
boy failed too hard and then he died, so I had to bring him back.
Man, now our bar's haunted. Oh boy, we're cursed.
It says who?
Am I like the only person that's actually no? DG's probably the only person that's actually normal.
Yeah, he's pretty normal.
I'm just doing my job.
He's just a guy.
Just a
He's just a guy. Then
I don't even know why you hired him.
yeah, he doesn't even know how to mix drinks very well. It's like he's always on his first day on the job.
We gotta have the
Awkward.
token straight guy, right?
Yeah, the token straight guy, you know, the normie. Although I don't know what that says about me. I guess I'm not normal.
You're your Tumblr flake. That's not normal.
Wait, what? You know, I will overlook that comment.
Locks mean nothing to me.
I'm totally not gonna dock you your day's wages this time.
Oh, I need the money.
Just make up for it in
Other
tips.
ladies, I know.
Trip to the farm.
Let
Oh
me
no.
get this straight. You're saying Peter gave you this information? Peter Wagner?
Why, yes.
Do you know him?
Oh, I know him, all right. As does every police officer in the city. You do well to avoid the likes of him, bartender. He's nothing but a bad influence.
Oh, okay.
The information he gave, however, although I normally consider anything he says highly suspect, I struggle to see what reason he could have to lie in this situation. This is definitely worth looking into. See if you can find out why Miss Brooker was traveling that day, and why she would have visited such a rural location. I heard there's a lot of farms with shotguns in that area. Interesting. It's possible she learned at a young age out of mere curiosity. Of course. But one has to wonder why such a topic was ever relevant in her life to begin with. Perhaps it's time to take a closer look at Miss Bai's past.
He was an assassin.
Yes, Miss Bai was a Tsunobi.
Yes. Whoever Miss Bai found went bye-bye.
A falling out between close friends. This could be important. I wonder what their conflict was about, considering how close they once were. It must have been serious. Do we know of anything bad that happened around that time? Sense. Maria must have cared for Lena a great deal. It's starting to seem rather unlikely that she's our killer. Still, how well do you or I really know her? She doesn't seem like much of an actress to me. But let's run this past the people that know her well, just to be sure.
And I think that's it for Hugo. Okay, get the fuck
Okay,
out of
show
my
this evidence
face.
to that boy failure.
What the fuck?
Why, Hugo?
I'm like, I'm standing. Well, I'm floating right here.
Not you boy failure, the other boy failure.
Oh.
Seriously not meeting the allegations.
Uh-huh.
Also, something that I've been thinking about doing for a bit now is making clean recordings of the game, like with no commentary. That way I can actually do clean recordings to dub over, because I'm kind of hyper fixated on the game. And it's a fun, fun little thing for me to do, and also voice acting practice. Also, DG kind of really impressed me with the whole Peter monologue that he did last time, because I actually transcribed the whole thing, and I've kind of been feeding lines to people to see just kind of like how they do to do cold reads, and so far DG's been the best at it.
And, oh, I'm
Yeah,
being too complimented.
yeah.
Get
It's funny.
complimented, nerd.
Yeah, get complimented. Yeah. Yeah, I know, like, DG's not really a voice actor or really does any of the voice acting kind of stuff, but when it comes to getting a handle on emotions for any particular line, because I've done this a couple of times with DG and other people in the past, DG's actually pretty good at it, like, nailing the tone and emotion, whereas with other people, they are technically very good, but have difficulty hitting the right tone or right note. And I
Giving
usually
the
take
good
approach-
vibe.
Yeah, because I usually go from the approach of a writer. Because whenever I write stuff, I usually have a particular tone in mind, and I'm very particular about that when I'm directing people. I can pick up on emotions very, very easily in writing. And when I direct people for any kind of recording, I am very, very particular. Yeah, I'm very specific, and I try to have people dial in to those particular emotions that I am interpreting. And some people are better at it than others. Like, what have I done in the past for people I've directed? So, with some people, they can dial in very, very quickly and easily, in very small increments. Like, I can say, can you try that with a little more energy? Or, can you make it sound a little more happier or exasperated? And they'll pick it up like that and can get like close every time. Then for other people, I will exaggerate my directions a bit, to overshoot. Because if I tell them to overshoot, then I know they'll hit the right spot. It's kind of like a weird kind of calibration, and figuring out how each particular person has like their process for voice acting stuff, and how they kind of dial in those emotions. I've done it a couple of times now. I actually really enjoy directing. Also, hello, Sparky Sprites. This is one of the people on Tumblr who's part of the Best Served Cold fandom. Yeah, hi, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you managed to make it. Managed to find out a lot of interesting stuff. So, I guess we should try talking to Elena a little bit, show her some of the new evidence. There are still a couple of things that we need to find out, like, we're still missing motive and defense for Maria. It's pretty obvious it's not her. We have, like, nothing for Wendy and Ms. Bai, so we're missing some stuff. But I have a feeling that once we get back to the clue board and have a couple more final conversations with Ms. Bai, I think we'll probably get those. I am pretty sure it's Wendy. But for the particular reason, I haven't figured out.
Thanks for the promo.
I still haven't figured out why, aside from, just straight up being desperate for money. Alright, so let's talk to Elena. Good to see you, my dear. I hope the day has treated you kindly. Always a pleasure, Elena. Alright, so let's show her. Actually, let's give her a drink. Oh shit! I forgot to give her a drink last time! Damn it!
That's
Lamau?
pretty funny, Fo.
Damn it! I mean, she's like Hugo. She's there every day, I'm assuming, so we have plenty of opportunities. Let's give her orange.
People drinks. How could you?
Let's give her.
Sometimes you just go in a bar, just not order a drink,
God. Hey, remember DG ordering water at a bar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because only alcoholics order drinks at bars. Huh? In case you're wondering what I'm referencing, a while back, in one of the campaigns DG plays with me, the party went to visit a nightclub to meet up with another adventuring party. I forget why. You were gonna ask them for help with something. Yeah. And
I make lots of mistakes.
yeah, DG's character goes up to the bar and asks the bartender asks, "Oh, what can I get you?" And his character is like, "Can I get a water?" And immediately it gets called out by not the other characters, the other players. I think Carhass was like, "Oh, you motherfucker! Why would you go to a bar and get a water?" And DG's response was, "Well, I'm not an alcoholic."
Haha.
Yeah, you don't have to be an alcoholic to get a drink at a bar. Although, to be fair, drinks at bars are really freaking expensive. You're better off just making them at home. They are! It's like, what, $8 for a beer? At least here.
Yeah, man. It's about what's it? $6-7 for like a rum and coke. Where I'm at.
Yeah, it's more expensive here. And then you go to a restaurant or a bar and you try to get one of the fancier mixed drinks, like the cocktails. It's like $12 Canadian, probably more. Ugh. And there's so little alcohol in them. You're not allowed to water them down either, by the way. Like, I did take my bartending certification. You are not allowed to water down drinks. That is illegal. That is not something you're allowed to do.
The only thing you can do for watering down, putting it in
ice. Yeah, that's the only thing you're allowed to do. Yeah, no, it's so expensive. So that's why I just, if I do any drinking, I do it at home, or I'm out partying or something with friends or with family, and I'll order one drink. All right.
Oh, you got friends, but you have no.
I'm sorry. What was that, DG?
Nothing.
Say it again. Come on. Say it with your chest.
Nope.
Say it.
I know what you said.
Somebody go back on the recording.
I know what you said.
Actually, no, I am recording this. Hold on.
Oh no, it's just
Joke's on you,
It's
GG. I can just watch it back.
No, I know what you said. I'll deal with you later.
Dock your next week's pay.
Let's see. Killian's freedom. You believe Mr. Durand could be our blackmailer. That's certainly a credible theory. He may have grown a little too comfortable getting to share Alina's wealth. can only imagine how well he handled her payments drying up. Oh, well, he's innocent, so... Interesting. In this line of work, you can often bet good money on the ex-boyfriend being the culprit. I'm not too surprised, though. This kind of crime would have taken a level of premeditation that seems a little beyond Mr. Durand. Bless his heart.
I don't forgive you.
Excellent work, bartender. That's a suspect crossed off the list. Trip to the farm. Miss Brooker on a train to Ralva? Huh. Now that's unexpected. I would take any information from Mr. Wagner provides with a grain of salt. But I also can't imagine what he'd stand to gain from lying about this. I wonder what she was traveling all the way out there for. Toxicology. I'm not surprised. Miss Bae is a wise and well-traveled woman. Let's put the idea of her being some killer to bed already, shall we? She's been hassled enough by our detective. Must we go digging in her past, too?
A little bit.
Yeah, and we gotta do a little more digging. We're almost there.
I will be right back.
Alright.
Okay.
Feng Bai knew these girls well. If she believes there may have been some bad blood there, I believe her. We'll need to find out what their quarrel could have been about. One of their friends might be able to tell us more. You played the social game well, bartender. Nice work getting her to open up. Grief like this is not what I would expect from a murderer, but tears alone are no defense. You'll need some confirmation that her feelings are genuine from someone who knows her well. And that is it from Elena.
Get the fuck out of my bar.
I have business to attend to. Goodbye, dear.
I have a
Alright.
small little headcanon that after you deal with all these people that are inside the bar right now, you still deal with the other regulars.
Oh yeah, like, you know, just the normal folks that aren't really, you know...
That important to
major
this
characters.
story,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. I think so, yeah. Alright, so, let's end the day.
Reading.
Also...
Now, conspiracy time.
Conspiracy time!
Conspiracy time.
Also, I hope the voice acting's to your liking, Sparky. Alright, let's put together a couple more clues. We're almost there. Okay.
We have a lot to connect this time, but I think we'll
Yeah.
succeed.
So we have a lot to connect this time. So... Trip to the
Definitely bring up the
farm.
Wendy stuff, yep.
Yeah,
and
we
the
do Wendy
Maria.
stuff.
Yep. Now let's start connecting.
My Elena voice is so on point. Thank you.
Oh, you didn't hear me? You didn't hear me speaking as Bjorn? That's sad.
Well, your Killian is really good. No, I'm not gonna lie. You're like my de facto Killian Archon. You do a really good job. Okay, so
Thanks. I kind of
Oh.
need to harm myself for a little bit for it.
oh, actually, things passed. Aha! Huashan.
Oh, holy shit, she was an assassin!
You mentioned assassin. Well, Feng has extensive knowledge of toxins and has been suspected in a deadly poisoning once before. She would certainly had the knowledge or the know-how to kill Alina, she wanted to. I really don't see why she'd want to, but, you know.
Stabby, stabby.
Stabby, stabby.
Alright. Now,
Murder.
visiting family with.
Oh
trip to
no,
the
wait,
farm.
wait, yeah, trip to the farm. I want to lick these. Impoverished relatives. Wendy was seen traveling second class to the poor area of Ralva after mentioning she was visiting her family. Could it be that the Brooker family is not as wealthy as she claims? Oh, let's see.
Now take that clue out and put it on.
Let's take these out.
And then we do that together. There we go.
Could it be Wendy is not who she says she is? Her fancy jewelry is fake, and her supposedly old money family appear to be living in an impoverished part of the country. Is she really an heiress?
Now take that and put with threatening letter or blackmail.
Yeah, no.
I mean, like the new clue you just got. put on
Oh, where is it? Impoverished relatives? No.
Oh, you've got a new one. In the,
Where? Oh, right.
Right.
It's in the hey.
Yes. That one.
Dear brother, I think you scared another one away.
Keeping up appearances.
It's fine, dear sister. She's my friend.
No. Actually, hang on. Let's look at our book for a second. So, assassin. We have like literally nothing for Wendy. We know she did it. It's probably her.
We just can't prove it.
We have to prove it. What else have we here? Oh, where's the... Actually, hang on.
Yes.
Remember, the Lynxbane is only in, like, the rural areas. There we go.
Oh,
Yeah, there it
Forgot
is.
about that. Wendy recently visited Ralva, an impoverished rural area outside Bukovi. The stack mentioned that Lynxbane grows in areas just like this. If Wendy has traveled here before, it could be where she got the poison that killed Alina. There we go. So we got that. Oh.
Would it make sense putting Bookworm with the Fresh Harvest?
Well, that would be for... That would be for Maria.
Yeah, but she might have also taken a peek at the book.
She could have.
But I doubt it, because I don't think you can put two motives together, right? Two evidences.
Motive. I feel like we've got everything we can get for now. Wait, how many clues have we got? Hang on.
A lot.
1, 2,
That's 5, 10, 15. About 19 right now on the board.
yeah. 20,
I mean, you still have one including Killian.
45, 26. So we have like 26 total.
Damn.
That's a lot of clues.
That is a lot of clues.
Okay. I'm trying to think of what else we can do here. Not that. I think the one person that could probably give us more. We need to talk to Feng Bai again, I think. And
Could
we
you connect?
definitely
No,
talk to-
no, you already did.
Which one?
I was saying talk to Kali and Lynxbane, but you already have the assassin one.
Yeah. I think this is all we can get for now. I think probably because
Maybe we
we
need
need
Killian
to-
to show up, and we
we
bring
need
up
to-
Livia.
we definitely need to talk to Feng Bai again about Maria, like whether or not she would actually be capable of killing Elena. We already know that she isn't. And then we need more info about Feng Bai again, because this is new. The
Yeah.
Washan assassin. Alright, so I think that's good. Let's go back, and then let's move to the next day. We can definitely get this case solved. Pit the kitty.
We need-
By at least today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
In game.
Because
Who's gonna
what
show
day are
up
we on? We're on day 6 or
7
7? I
now.
think 7 now.
We have 9 more days left.
Eh, oh, look! Look who's here. The boy family.
Boy failure. And Patter.
Olivia!
Oh, these are all old people we need to talk to, kind of.
Yeah, well, actually, Maria's missing. Feng Bai is
Oh yeah, right,
missing.
never mind. Dang it. Still,
Wendy is missing.
he is still gone.
Jeez. Yeah, Wendy's still gone. Who do we want to talk to first?
You're Killian.
Who's your favorite?
Let's talk to Killian. We got some information that we can present to him.
Alright.
Pull out your Killian voice.
It's getting busier in here. I hope the drinks are good.
Oh, of course they are. I'm the one serving them.
Well, what else shall we discuss?
So, we've already gotten all of the information that we can out of Killian, and we know he's innocent, so he doesn't know. Let's just raise our affection with him.
You know, when I first saw Killian, oh sorry,
Yeah,
when I first saw Killian, I thought he would be more like a posh kind of guy, instead of like this raspy voice.
Well, yeah, I expected more of a waspy, you know, the white Anglo-Saxon Protestant
Yeah,
like
yeah,
preppy
yeah,
boy voice.
Uh-huh.
But the way that you do him makes him sound a lot more meek, which actually is really, really fitting.
It's accurate.
It's accurate.
Boy failure accuracy.
Boy failure playing a boy failure.
Yeah, you like the Killian voice, don't you? I really do have to, like, slightly press my hand against my windpipe just to get this kind of raspy voice.
You have a fan, Arkad.
I do have a fan on right now with me.
Oh, okay. That's not what I meant, but sure.
Oh, sorry, I'm a bit dense.
Not beating the allegations. You find a glass and place it in front of Killian. Care for refreshment?
Just a plain water is nice.
What? Huh? What,
Messing with DG.
Why?
Do the roar.
You know what? I'm just gonna give you your usual.
Pirate's joy. Oh.
Boop.
America. Run.
Sure. I still love that this is pretty much just a rum and cola. Cuba Libre.
Oh my, this is excellent. Perfectly balanced. Well done.
Okay.
He's not showing
we're-
stuff.
We're almost at 50% affection with him. Cool. Let's show him some stuff.
Alright.
I want to
should show
show
him
him
his
the link
innocence.
space. I want to show him the link space. So, what do you know about poisons? Dangles.
one I know.
flap-
I mean, we could show him basically anything. He's a free man.
Yeah, he's a free man, but he doesn't know that. I mean, he doesn't even know he's being investigated anyway, so
He's just that clueless.
he is.
He's just that clueless.
What do you know about this?
Goddess, did you really need to give me this? Give me the horrible details? Yes, it certainly sounds like Alina's symptoms.
Had you heard of Lynxbane before?
A poison to kill big cats? Of course not. What kind of nutcase would even need that?
I love how he's sticking out his tongue.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm pretty sure Hugo said the show coming clean to Killian.
Oh yeah.
He just said someone close. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you asking me for? I'm not her friend. I can barely stand her.
That's
Harsh.
so rude.
Ouch. You knew her and Alina. Killian looks away from you with a sigh of petulant irritation before his posture finally softens.
I had to try so hard to even be noticed by a girl like Alina. Maria was just an obstacle. She thought I was an idiot. Still does, probably. Those girls were practically joined at the hip. They shared everything, their secrets, their dreams, their jokes, none of which I understood in the slightest. They were on a wavelength of their own, and it didn't include me.
Ooh, I actually kind of feel bad for him now.
I don't know Maria enough to tell you if she's honest, but probably only Miss Bai does. But I can tell you that Alina meant everything to her, at least in the past.
Thank you. That's a lot of information.
Whatever. Can we talk about something else now?
All right. So let's gossip about your bitchy redheaded friend.
Impoverished relatives. Oh, wait,
Actually,
that
hang
was a
on.
killing voice.
He has 3. So.
So we could show him keep up appearances.
Yeah, some of that.
I don't understand what you're saying. That doesn't make any sense.
I guess you don't think it's possible?
Of course it isn't. Look at her. She's a girl with class, with brains, not some country bumpkin.
Okay, well, clearly he doesn't have any brains either, if that doesn't even occur to him.
You know I can still hear you over this counter, right?
I'm sorry, I didn't say anything. Was I talking to you? I
We
thought
could
so.
show him unfriended.
Sure.
Unfriended? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that day. It wasn't pretty. I've never seen Alina cry like that before.
Do you know what the fight was about?
No clue. She didn't want to tell me anything, but I assume Maria started it.
What makes you say that?
She's always been an annoyance, so I was happy to have her out of our lives, but Alina flew off the handle when I told her as much. She never really got over Maria either.
Okay.
what's on the next page? Oh, it's Wendy's evidence.
Oh yeah, the harvest. What do you think of Fungbai being an assassin? Assassin or like the poor relatives? Who do you want to gossip with him about?
Wendy.
Yeah. So, do you think Wendy's actually poor?
Huh? That doesn't sound right. Maybe the Brookers mansion is just really remote or something. Oh, damn it. My mommy is expecting me back soon. I should hustle.
Please do not use the term mommy in front of me. Please don't.
Okay, you got it.
I don't. It's just. It's certain
It's an
things.
ick. It's an ick for you.
Yeah.
You got it. I won't use it anymore. My bad.
It's just one of those things, you know, adult things.
Yeah.
It's like feet for me. Immediate revulsion. Immediate revulsion. Don't let me go on a rant about, you know, foot fetishes because it will not be pretty.
That lady in the bag. Tell her she's hot.
This one, Olivia. Shall we talk?
This
to
one
Olivia?
or in the or the one in the
her
back
or
bag?
her?
Which one, Tiki?
This one. You
Which
like
lady?
you like the older ladies, the
like
refined
jazz.
women. They're like, yeah.
There's
There's
more.
There's Olivia here. There's Elena here. So, do you
There's
like them?
fun by.
Oh yeah, and there's fun. There's more. All of them, sure. I mean, they all have their. To be fair though, Elena is married. She is happily married. She has a husband and, you know, adult children. She's also like 60. So yeah. Shall we talk to Olivia? It's been a while since we talked to Olivia.
Sure thing.
I don't think she
Sure.
can tell us anything though, because she was only there as a witness. But we can try.
We can ask her about more Wendy stuff.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
to
we
do Wendy.
could. Ow.
Dear sister.
Sorry,
No problem.
I was trying to swap freaking windows.
Oh, all the single ladies. I'm a whore, not a home wrecker.
How the devil have you been? My throat is absolutely parched this evening. Let's get started, shall we?
Yes. Good evening, Miss Carmine.
Let your lips spill secrets they shouldn't. Gossip, darling.
Of course. But first,
Let me take a selfie.
let me take a selfie.
I hated that
You-
song so much.
Oh, I hated that song too. It seems to have kind of faded out of, you know, the limelight like a long
Existence?
time ago. Yeah. People don't reference it so much anymore. I'm kind of glad.
I literally only reference it whenever anyone says "but first," and then there's a pause. It's the only time I do it.
Let me take a selfie. Yeah, speaking of like throwbacks, I've been listening to like nothing but EDM for like the past 4 days. Yeah, I that's like my high school era. All the electronic dance music. You find your most decorative glass and place it on the counter. A cure for a parched throat?
I'd love that. Make it strong, please.
Let's give her Pirate's Joy, her favorite, because she loves it.
Your heart.
Yar her.
Yaha.
If you like pina colada. Oh, actually, you know, the Pina Colada song is actually a very messed up song if you actually listen
It
to
is
the lyrics.
incredibly messed up song.
See, so you want to know what the lyrics are actually about if you've ever listened to the Pina Colada song? So, the song is actually, well, people call it the Pina Colada song because that's the only lyrics anybody ever remembers. But the title of the song is actually called The Escape. Basically, it's about a dude who's kind of stuck in a, I wouldn't say loveless marriage, but he's been married to the same woman. He's kind of bored, finds things dull, and he comes across a personal ad, which is, how do I describe this? It's like Tinder or, you know, those dating apps long before there was, you know, dating apps on the internet, you would take out personal ads. It's like, oh, hey, male 34 looking for a good time, and you know, you list all your likes and stuff like that. And so the personal ad is a mysterious lady, you know, who likes pina coladas, getting caught in the rain, blah 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 blah. So he decides, oh yeah, I like that, and then he responds to the ad and puts his own ad out in response to it. And they make a plan to hook up. Remember, this guy's married, so he's going to cheat on his wife. When they meet up, surprise, surprise, the person who took out the ad is actually his wife.
Oh no.
So then they're like, I didn't know you liked all this stuff. You're kind of freaky. I like it. So, you know, let's get away together. And so it rekindles their romance. It's still really fucked up. Because they were both planning on cheating on each other with each other. As it turns out. But it's still messed up. But yeah. It's one of those songs where if you actually listen to the lyrics, it's really messed up.
Fun fact. Actually, the structuring for personal ads is how we get like Reddit structuring for understanding like shorthand for stories. So like M34, that comes from the concept of personal ads because it was paid by word.
Yeah. the things the things that still linger long after the original context has long since passed. Yeah, it's really, really funny.
Hey, Archon, how do you say, like, if you just read your server tag out loud, how do you say that?
You know.
Huh?
Oh, I know. I know what you're
Can I say it on Streamfo?
Go for it. I know what it is.
I don't get
Cock.
It's cock.
Oh.
Yeah, the little server tag that he's got. It's cock.
It's my Oshi
And-
server tag. It's her
Yeah.
ramen flavor, man.
It's her favorite ramen flavor.
Coq au blanc.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no.
Get back to this.
Cockle
It's a nice cream.
It's
It's
a good
coq
dish.
au blanc, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good dish. It's basically just braised chicken in wine sauce. That's what coq au vin is.
It's pretty creamy.
It's very nice. It's good. I've made it before. But anytime, you know, you say stuff like that, it's yeah. But Europeans have, you know, funny ways of phrasing things. Yeah.
How do you pronounce cock? It's
If
one
you were-
hell of a time to stream through.
If there were any doubt that we were actually siblings, we are both the same level of unhinged. So,
Yes.
you know,
Very.
Yeah, it really is kind of uncanny how unhinged you both are. I can be unhinged. I just, you know, I keep it reserved for certain situations, as Gucci can probably attest.
Archon, we should do the freaking thing where it's the this is my sister, this is my brother, the fucking TikTok audio one. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, God.
How would we even do that?
We can figure that out. Do it
We'll figure
digitally.
it out.
Do it
Oh, wow.
digitally.
Um,
Impoverished relatives, that would be the fattest
yeah,
gossip ever.
Let's gossip about Wendy. Wait, how many
Gossiping?
actions do we have? Yeah, okay, we
We
have
have
4.
four.
So, she told us about the rhinestone heirlooms. Visiting family. So we have 4. 1, 2, 3. Let's let's just load up all the gossip on Wendy. So, what do you know about her visiting family?
I feel like she hardcore has that Ojo-sama laugh. You know what I'm talking about? Like the pardon me, darling. As much as I love gossip, I'm not sure I know enough about this.
Okay, that's too bad. Well, let's gossip some more.
She's
keep going, keep
poor.
Gossip, more like Goss Chug, huh?
Oh yes. Anyways, go on.
Going on a little safari to observe the peasantry, is she? I think more people in this city could benefit from that.
Watch all
Wait,
the poor
what?
people. Ha ha ha.
All the poor people.
All the poor people.
It's not a zoo. Jeez. Actually, I say, oh, it's not a zoo. Well, back in Victorian times, there was actually people zoos. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what do
They
they
were
call
called
it?
circuses.
No, it wasn't circuses. There were actually people zoos. It was a very, it's not xenophobia, but the Victorians were very, very obsessed with exotic cultures. And it was both. It was both out of like sincere appreciation, but also, you know, colonialism, and kind of like oh look at all these quaint tribal people, these noble savages, you know. It was a little condescending. Like, they did actually appreciate the culture, but didn't exactly go about it in the best of ways. So
Appreciate the culture in a very toxic manner.
yeah, appreciating culture in a very toxic manner. And this isn't even just talking about cultural appropriation stuff. It's just, you know, consuming it in a way that's not exactly
Correct.
not correct, at least not by our standards. So what they would do in these people zoos would take, you know, individuals or families from particular cultures, ethnicities, or whatever, and pretty much put them on display like you would animals at a zoo. And people would come pay money and, you know, gawk at them. And I'm sure they meant it in a way that was meant to kind of like appreciate culture like you would in a museum, but yeah, not the best way to do it. But yeah, no, people zoos were a thing. I don't remember when they stopped. It was probably around the same time sideshows stopped being a thing. Let's gossip more about Wendy. She's poor. Oh.
Being secretly poor.
Bartender, I can think of other reasons why a young lady might be dishonest about her travels than being secretly poor. You'll have to substantiate that with a bit more evidence before it's a broadcast-worthy material.
I'm not telling you this so you can use it on your show, or I'll keep at it.
I'll keep at it would be the best way to get her affection up.
I think I'll keep at it. I'll keep at it, Miss Carmine.
Yep.
Good, well, chop chop, get to it then.
Wait a
I
minute.
will chop
Give me a
chop, I
plain
will.
thought. Give me a plain
Huh?
thought. Imagine this is how we get Wendy back.
Imagine if this is. Yeah, real.
Did we already, like, show her, like, the fake jewelry clue?
Oh, she was the one that gave it to us, but
No.
yeah, keeping up appearances.
Hey, do that one.
By the goddess, I knew something was fake about her right from the get-go. Excellent work, bartender. Now this is the kind of shocking material one can make a radio segment about. Wendy Brooker, an imposter in our midst.
Imagine she literally just comes back tomorrow.
That would be funny. Also, do you really have to use her name? I think that's like, what, slander? Libel is written.
Defamation would be the correct
It's-
term there.
It's not a crime yet. We're too early in history.
It's not. Yeah, it's not a crime yet to deface someone.
Because, like, I know
I'll read it.
libel is written misinformation. I think slander is spoken misinformation for defamation purposes. They're two different things. I don't remember how I learned that, but they are two very distinct things. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's just a theory.
Okay,
I
thanks for
expected that,
watching.
you
There's
bastard!
so many memes in this. Imposter sus.
Yeah. Libel didn't even become a crime until 1964, and slander is technically still not a crime.
And yeah, the funny thing is, I can't remember. I was watching a show where I think it was America's Most Wanted actually, where the host would refer to the criminals they're trying to catch as scumbags. So you can make digs at their character, and that's, you can't get nailed for that. But the minute you accuse them of something that which they may or may not have done, that's slander, that's libel, and you could be they could probably get on you for that. But you attack their character, it's fine. You can call it.
Not before 1964. We can slander anyone who we want.
Yup. We're in 1928.
Eight.
Yeah, right now. Yeah, 28.
I read the file.
Yeah,
I read the date on the case.
In the business of gossip, one rarely has the luxury of official confirmation. You just have to learn to trust your gut, darling.
Of course. And risk slander if you say
That's not a thing yet.
Yeah, who cares about slander? Yeah, sure, if you say so. Go ahead and run it. Yes.
I do say so. Well, I should head back home. If I don't get my beauty sleep, the Maverick will go bankrupt. Ta-ta!
Ta-ta. I do love Olivia. Oh wait, Peter's still here!
Yes, Patter is still here.
I want to talk to him. I don't think he'll give us more information, but we want to bring his affection up.
We?
We?
Okay,
Who the fuck is
I
we?
want to bring his affection up. Shut up.
Hold on, let me just...
Also,
Down bad.
something I realized that actually pretty much confirms the idea that Sandra is the bartender from Case Zero is Peter and Hugo. So if Sandra is meant to be a foil for us, the new bartender, Peter and Hugo are foils to each other. Because they both like coffee drinks, but Hugo likes them sweet, Peter likes them bitter. Hugo is outwardly very cold, Peter's very warm. Hugo prefers to talk about work, focus on work, but very reluctant to talk about his personal life. Peter is the opposite. He likes to talk about his personal life, but doesn't like to talk about work. But they have a lot of similarities too. Like, they're both very, very horrible messes of people.
I love horrible messes of people.
Yeah. But of course, people get attached to Peter more than Hugo. I mean, I do still really, really like Hugo, but he's kind of a dick right now. It's just Peter's easier to attach to because he's more outwardly friendly to the bartender, whereas Hugo's all business. But I'm hoping that changes later, because I do really like Hugo. When he opened up in Case Zero, it was kind of nice learning more about him. But
We were
that'll
best
take some
friends in Case Zero.
Yeah. So let's talk to Peter.
What am I in the mood for today?
Let's give you your usual. You place a glass on the counter. Care for a drink, Peter?
As long as it's not milk.
Hey, that happened once, okay?
Did you give him a glass of milk before?
So, his favorite's not here right now, but in case zero, his favorite was the Cold Winter, which is a White Russian, which is actually kind of not period correct. Apparently, White Russians were invented in the 1960s, but made popular in the 1980s because of the Big Lebowski. The dude likes his White Russians. So, since I actually made both the Cold Winter and the Wake Up Call cocktails literally this morning, and I drank them both. I used Kahlua as the coffee liqueur. God, it's very sweet. The espresso martini is very sweet, but also very bitter because I brewed it really strong. I actually kind of prefer the White Russian because you use cream for that and it actually softens the bitter of the coffee. It's actually really nice. So, yeah. But his current favorite is the Perfect Storm, which is a dark and stormy. And, as mentioned before, this is the same favorite drink for Sandra. So it's kind of cute that they both have the same favorite drink.
Well, that didn't answer the question, though.
What?
We failed the White Russian, you give them a glass of milk.
Oh yeah, when you fail the White Russian, it's just a glass of milk. Well, like, if you fail making the Liberty cocktail, for example, it's just whole lemons or limes in it. So failing the drinks is really funny. Let's give him a perfect
How do you
storm.
F it up this bad?
Yeah, how do you F that up? Yeah, I don't know how you could fuck up rum and coke so bad. Well, shoving a whole lime in there, yeah, that's kind of a good way to fuck it up. My cursor got stuck there.
I was hoping you would fail this one.
I don't want to get him mad.
He'll pull up a knife if you do.
He was not in a good mood?
Wait, he was in a bad mood? Huh.
Wait, no, it does it anyway. It doesn't anyway. It doesn't. It resets it, right?
Oh.
I think anyone
Oh,
can
no,
figure my
he-
favorite flavors. Impressed.
He was always in a good mood. It just
Oh,
reset
okay.
back into a good mood.
Yeah.
Also, he's now affection 1.
Yeah.
Yippee!
Let's show him some stuff. Oh god, there's so much.
Show him that Wendy is poor so he can go get loans from her.
Impoverished relatives, yeah. What do you think about that?
I told you there was something to it. Something's fishy about that broad. I can tell you that.
Takes
Takes
one to know one. Oh, no banter? Okay.
No funny
Probably
quip.
accepted.
Keeping up.
But yeah, show keeping up appearances. It should be nice. I knew something was up with that girl. You're a proper little sleuth, aren't you? And you got them. They're all because of me. Don't say I never did anything for you.
Don't go getting a big ego now. The one clue.
I'll lower your debt.
Okay, you know what? Okay, I'll give you that. Never mind.
Boss, you have a debt?
I am very, very deeply in debt. Yes. Little failed business venture. That's all I'll say.
Oh, did you lose all your money gambling with Elisa's dad?
I'm not a gambler. Let's just say I tried to run a legitimate business. It didn't go well, and then I had to take
How
out
legitimate
a loan.
are we talking?
Very, very legitimate. Yeah. Money laundering.
What was this business, huh?
I can't. I know. I'm not gonna tell you. It's embarrassing.
Were you into botany?
No.
I mean, fortunately, there's no criminal record, so that's
Yeah, there's no criminal record. It wasn't anything illegal. It's just I tried to run a perfectly legitimate business. It didn't go well. It folded, so I had to take out a loan in order to pay investors back. It's very embarrassing. Anyway, we don't talk about that. Nope. It's a bit of a sore spot.
I don't think that would give you a good thing, but
Oh, okay.
okay. How is this my business exactly?
Okay, I don't know. I thought it'd be interesting.
assassin?
Actually, well, he knows mostly about Wendy. So, let's do this. The harvest.
Sounds like a lot of effort when they sell rat poison right here in Bukovi.
The store clerk could remember selling her that. It would have been easier to detect tea. I think the store clerk? Yeah. The store clerk could remember selling her that.
See, stuff like this is why I could never be a poisoner. Too much scheming involved.
I hope that isn't your only reason.
It's late. I'm going home.
Bye, Peter. Yeah, I
fucking change the subject.
What?
No, the freaking dialogue change of I hope that's not your only reason. It's late. I'm going home.
Yeah, that actually
Late,
is
go
really funny. It's like, I'm not telling you that. Oh, look at the time. Time for me to go home.
We have a couple new evidence to show these two.
We do. So let's talk to Hugo first and then probably Elena. Yeah, let's talk to Hugo. They're both not going anywhere, so.
Good evening, bartender. Let's catch up.
Yeah, let's get down to business, detective. Oh. Huashan assassin.
Let's get down to business.
The
To defeat
assassination of Huasha.
the Huns.
I remember reading articles about that event during my training. To know Miss Bai was involved all along. A criminal organization called the White Tigers claimed the assassinations at the time. They were targeting the wealthy elites that controlled their community. In a way, you could say the nobility here in Sara are everything the White Tigers hate. Decadent, powerful, and deeply entrenched in the government. So maybe they were targeting old money, but that certainly doesn't describe Alina. The only one at the table who does match that description is Wendy Brooker. Her record is clean, but if Miss Bai holds the same grudges the White Tigers once did, could Miss Brooker have been the true target all along? Was the charcoal a failed attempt to correct an assassination gone wrong? Yes, it's certainly a working theory. We should ask.
The detective stalls.
Never mind. We don't need her input. Good work, bartender.
We should probably only answer that if she's drunk.
Look at this clue. Yeah.
Oh,
What's this
yeah, look
clue
at-
that you gave us?
The real target. According to Hugo, the vigilante organization responsible for the assassination in Huasha targeted old money families. Could Wendy Brooker, an heiress, have been Feng's real target?
Well, we already know the defense for that.
Yeah.
We can get that easily once we're back at the clue board.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, bless you.
Speaking-
Oh. Okay, so let's see. What can we talk to Hugo about?
Wendy. It's pure speculation, of course, but it's an interesting theory. Though I have my doubts Miss Brooker could be our culprit. I always encourage you to follow your instincts. You'll need more evidence to back up your claims. If Miss Brooker really is less wealthy than she'd like people to believe, there may have been signs, especially to someone with a discerning eye.
Like you?
Keeping up appearances.
Fascinating. If what you're saying is true, it would certainly be of relevance to this investigation. You may be able to get the truth out, Miss Brooker. But I advise you to proceed with caution. Try to gain her trust if you can.
This is, subtle hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Get to her to affection in order to get more information out of her.
We don't have many days to do that.
Yeah.
Work, bartender. All it'd take to confirm this theory is a bit of legwork on my part. But access to the poison isn't everything, of course. Let's focus on finding a motive.
Actually, he
Somebody-
just gave that to us, but
I think the theory has merit, but perhaps you can find holes in that I'm not seeing.
oh, okay, that's it. Okay. Bye-bye, Hugo. I have business to attend to.
I'd make Elena angry if that had evidence.
Let's talk to Elena. Good to see you, my dear. I hope the day has treated you kindly. Always a pleasure. Alright. So,
Drinky.
drink first.
I think you forget about Elena because Hugo can't get drinks anymore.
Yeah, Hugo, we cannot give drinks. Elena, we can. We only missed one, though, with Elena, so it's not bad.
That's just a weird looking glass.
It's a margarita glass. It's a variation on the martini glass, but it's almost exclusively for margaritas. Huashan Assassin. Elena's not gonna like this.
Nope.
Colorful history. You're basing your wild theories on speculation from the distant past. Uh-oh.
You got the chat logs.
Where's
You have
the-
logs.
Oh no, yeah, hang on, where's the logs?
Is that not the one at the bottom there?
Wait,
Below the
oh yeah,
the-
hang on.
the-
Did you accidentally press auto?
I accidentally pressed auto scroll. Colorful history. You're basing your wild theories on speculation from the distant past. I will admit you've clearly put some thought into this, but you're making a very serious accusation here. And so, I see no need to hold back on sharing this information. When Feng left Huasha and entered Sara, I was in charge of investigating her background while she applied for a residence permit. What I found was not some fanatical, bloodthirsty assassin, but a scared young woman who tried to make her home a better place. Okay. When her permit was approved, a particularly vexatious Bukovi constable would pester me to check up on her again and again. I never found any dirt. I think he held some vendetta, or maybe it was plain old bigotry. In those 10 years, she never set a foot wrong. It's easy enough for someone from Huasha to become a scapegoat for whatever the Bukovi constabulary is cracking down on. But she never gave them an excuse to pull her up.
I still say oddly topical.
She noticed my attention, and eventually we became friends. I regularly visited her tea house and her home. I don't need to remind you that at my age, I am the very definition of old money. I always felt safe. If you're trying to make Feng as the one who poisoned that poor girl, I can tell you right now you are wasting your time. Feng wouldn't bother with a young girl, and if she did, she wouldn't get caught. She's had plenty of chances to eliminate enemies, and she could have done so without repercussions. But she never did. The records of my investigation would provide a solid defense during any trial, and I would gladly provide them. Huh, I see. So, we have a defense for Feng Bai. She has a clean record.
Yay!
Pointing more and more at Wendy.
Elena told me more about Feng's past. Having once been tasked with investigating her, she confirms that Feng has kept a perfectly clean record since the day of her arrival in Bukovi. So, not Feng Bai. It's looking more and more like Wendy.
But why?
Now that would be an interesting twist. A lie about the destination of a trip is not quite enough evidence to support that theory, though. Try to see if you can find more evidence to substantiate your claim. You may just be onto something. Keeping appearances. Am I getting this right? You believe Miss Brooker might be some sort of imposter?
Dun, 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 dun.
It's a rather wild theory, but I must admit you've piqued my interest. I fear the only person who can tell us more is Wendy herself, but it won't be easy to get her to open up. Try to gain her trust.
Emergency alert.
Oh, emergency alert. Uh-oh.
Imposter detected. We gotta eject Wendy.
Eject! Eject! That's a solid deduction, bartender. Good work. It's not easy to get your hands on a poison like lynxbane here in the city, so direct access like this certainly merits some suspicion.
And make her mad again.
Make her mad again.
Make her mad again.
Another one of Detective Merton's delightful theories, is it? Don't expect me to agree on this kind of hogwash. It's pure speculation. Oh yeah, that pissed her off.
Is her off even more? Oh, actually, no, this is her defense.
I'm still standing by my word, you know. The past is dead and buried. Consider Feng Bai off your list of suspects. Yeah, she is. She's off our list.
Oh, Hugo!
Hugo! Actually, you know what? Let's show him some stuff. You're wrong! How dare you? You're wrong!
Shame. The article is an interesting find, but this does clear Miss Bai of our suspicions. Whatever my feelings on Miss Ernest may be, I won't deny she was a thorough investigator in her crime. We can trust her due diligence.
Look at him. Look at that face. We got him.
Like Big Bug.
He's so angry.
He's so angry. Yeah, Elena is a much better investigator than Detective Mertens. I said it. Okay. So, we are really, really close. I know we're at time, but we are so close.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it.
I don't think we'll be able to do it today, so I think this is a
We
good
did the clue
place.
board.
Next week.
We'll do the clue board first, and then we'll continue where we left off, and then kind of get like the last little bits of our investigation because the kitty. Okay, so we
Get
can
rid
take
of everything that's fung related.
yeah, we can get rid of anything that's fungi. She's off the list now. So pretty much, it's
Korea.
Maria and Wendy.
Charcoal.
Oh, and why
Holy-
is Killian still there?
You can keep charcoal there, I think.
Yeah, the charcoal we can keep here.
Yeah,
we
got-
need to
Yeah,
talk
you can
to
do stuff.
we need to talk to Fungi again about Maria, so we can formally clear her.
Yeah, she'll probably come tomorrow.
Yeah.
The new evidence.
Let's
I don't
see.
think we got anything new.
I don't think we
or
got
too
anything
much.
new.
Do we not? Oh,
We'll scroll down
No.
though, see if we did.
No.
Yep.
no, you're right. Nothing new.
So I think the last little bits of evidence that we'll get are from Fungi about Maria, and then we have to talk to Wendy some more. So
If she comes back,
if she comes back, if she doesn't come back, I don't know when she's supposed to. It's bothering me. We're getting close to the deadline, and she's gone. She left on like day 5 or 6. And we're on day 7 now. Actually, that's not too far away, but still, we managed to find out a lot. So when she comes back, we gotta grill Wendy about, you know, her being poor and
can't
what
just
she's
take-
hiding. So, I
or
think
you
this
are
is a
poor.
yeah, you're poor. You're a fake. You're a fraud. I think she's technically, you know, gold digging, but I don't know why she'd be doing that to Alina, like extorting her. Well, okay, extorting her makes sense. But, yeah. I think this is a good place for us to stop today. Thank you for joining us at the bar today, and thank you to my wonderful assistant bartenders for helping
I'm an
me
assistant?
out.
Yes, you are, dear brother.
Yes. Yeah,
Oh, I thought
Although
this was a
you've-
full-time job.
it is a full-time job. You're an assistant bartender. I'm the head bartender. You work for me.
September.
Oh,
You're like the bottom
what
in
the
the
fuck?
relationship.
Yeah, we don't do employee rankings here, but you work for me. I'm the
Am I
head
better than my
bartender.
sister?
Yeah, head bartender.
Sure.
Who's better?
I mean,
You can tell the truth. It's fine.
Yeah.
you've missed a
I
couple
won't get
of
mad.
shifts. You've slept in, and yeah, we need
Yeah.
to do a performance review for you.
He's quite often dead on his feet, after all.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know what, I'll give you a pass if it was just, you know, you got stuck in a wall or something.
Listen, I can't go through tungsten. All right, that stuff's too dense.
Actually, speaking of
Like
ghost
you,
lore
dear brother.
stuff. Speaking of ghost lore stuff, if you've ever seen the TV show Ghosts, there's some actually pretty
I
good
do.
ghost lore.
Yeah. I have.
They can go through walls but not floors. They can sit on furniture but can't interact with objects.
Whatever is considered the floor is weird.
Yeah. So they can't go through floors, but they can go through walls. They cannot touch objects, but they can sit on them. They need sleep. They like to smell things, but they can't eat and don't need to eat. Apparently they can, you know, get intimate. But anything that's on their person stays on their person. So if you try to get rid of it, like something that was in their pocket or something like that, like a marble or a coin or whatever, the minute they let go of it, it pops back onto them. So, yeah. Anyway, ghost
I
lore.
have a weird joke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Step bro got stuck in the wall.
No.
No.
I don't understand that reference, but I'm afraid
No.
no.
Is this what's the other way around?
No.
Oh no. you know what? Thank you for hanging out with us at the bar
Yeah.
today. Let's just, yeah. We will catch you guys next time when we get around to solving this mystery and exposing our dear Wendy Brooker for the imposter that she is. Bye-bye.
Just-
Bye, guys.
Bye.